So, you all are still in the library. So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I didn't expect myself to be here this early.
I don't know. I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Actually,
Like, legitimately, this is the time I'm normally getting off work and waiting for a ride.
Mark's gonna go up to the dragon lady and ask, "Do you have any books on the fuck? I'm trying to remember who the guy was.
Books on the what?
Mark's trying to remember the what? He's gonna look around at everyone else who's here. What was the name of that one? The one guy that George is trying to go after?
Xanthragon.
Yeah, him.
As soon as you all try to say the name, the librarian clicks her fingers together and the entire library goes silent.
Oh.
Oh yeah, people don't like saying his name.
And after a few
He who
seconds,
shall not.
after about a minute of silence, you will all begin hearing noises again, and she goes, "Kindly do not say that name here."
Please do not dishonor the great lady like that.
Which name's that? No,
Hello.
just kidding.
Galodia's still being a fanboy right now.
But yeah,
I would-
do you have any?
Can you explain why exactly we can't say his name? All I know is that apparently names mean power, but that doesn't explain much.
To demons, their names are their power, in a way. But anyone who speaks his name, he will begin getting watched by him, and he can tempt. And he is very tempting with his offers if you follow him.
Oh god, George has already said his name. Oh no.
And,
George has said his name a lot.
and if we
They
don't,
said if you follow him.
and if we don't follow him,
He will continue to tempt you until you do. That's the thing about demons. They can, once they have decided that you are going to sway towards them, they have all the time in the world to ensure that it happens.
wonderful. I'll keep that in mind.
So
Do
conversely,
you have any?
conversely, I do believe it works in the other way as well, where a demon or devil's name could be their downfall as well.
In a way, but if they are powerful enough to withstand it, it is not.
Well, that's the same for everything.
Well, either way, do you have any books or any passages or anything like that with information on this demon? It's like a one of persuasion. He does, and he gives people amulets with temptations and whatnot.
I would not keep such things in my library. It would risk any would-be cultists breaking in here. While he does not have a plethora of followers, the ones he has are troublesome.
That's understandable. We have books on the Warforges.
What kind of books are you looking for?
Well, about I guess about building them, and they're how do I explain it?
She raises an eyebrow to the Warforge, asking how to build Warforges.
Well, pretty much like how don't know the technical term for it, but shaping, forming, changing.
Very odd thing to be requesting.
Well, the reason why is because I'm trying to figure out a way to work on myself and adding to my body, if that makes sense.
I would recommend talking to your creator then.
Yeah, I
He would-
suppose.
He would know how to augment you far better than any of my books.
That's the word, augment. Okay.
I don't know anyone in North Dakota. Why are they calling me? Sorry, I thought I was muted.
That to the list of random stuff said on here.
I feel like that would actually be something Tauntaun would say.
So, is there anything else I can try to assist you with?
How did Mark 1 defeats a god of war?
Well, that one is hard to explain. He more or less waited until the god could no longer stand. The god simply could not touch him.
What? He just waited for the god to tear himself out?
That, in combination with getting injuries here and there, yes.
Here and there? What do you mean?
Well, let us imagine a wasp versus you. While one sting from it is utterly harmless, 100 stings becomes painful. 1,000 stings becomes unbearable. And if you cannot get rid of it, eventually you would succumb to your injuries, whether it be an allergic reaction from the venom, or maybe it stings your throat, and your esophagus swells.
Death by a
Eventually,
million cuts, as it were.
even the smallest creature could wear down a big enough creature, if the big creature cannot handle it.
So how come the god could not touch Supreme?
I do not know.
Was it that his attacks phased through him, or...?
No. He simply just could not touch him.
They just said they don't know.
Could be similar to something with Max, with Hunter Max, except he was able to make himself completely nullified.
Wouldn't surprise
He
me.
was able to make Max resistant to all damage. Wouldn't be surprised if he was able to do it to himself.
You did something similar with the other hunter, too.
It is not that he is immune. He just could not be touched. At all. He was avoiding everything.
That would explain his doing something similar to his old core then.
What do you mean?
Well, his old core is roguelike, and if you think about it, rogues are hard to hidden down if you aren't able to do it right.
But not impossible. You still have incurred some damage from some things. And yet it seems Supreme has achieved a greater level of agility.
Exactly. If he still has memories of his old core, then he could probably have taken, even though he's taken his old core out, he could still have the memories of what to do and enhance it, or build on it.
Well, build on it how? There aren't many ways that he can become agile enough to dodge a god, let alone not be touched by one.
I mean, aren't there spells and things like that that can make someone intangible?
She didn't
much
say
the-
that they phased through him. She said that he dodged her. the gods' attacks.
Which is seemingly impossible.
I wouldn't say it's impossible. It's just...
I would, because gods don't have or should not have reflexes. They are beyond that. How do you dodge something that doesn't need to react in any amount of time and can just simply hit you?
You've not met a god before, have you?
You are thinking of omniscient gods. Most gods are not those.
So you're saying it's more of a demigod then?
No. Gods have bodies like you and I do. Some of them.
She
What?
looks to her holy symbol.
While there are the occasional god who transcend and become extreme forces of nature, as it were, there are also some gods who are lesser gods. Ones that cannot quite bend the fabric of reality to their desires.
I suppose I only really know of one personally, but the only experience I have with gods are those that are non-tangible, cannot be seen, cannot be felt. I had assumed all gods were of such a intangible element.
It'll just adjust your collar. Intangible, I see.
Did I offend you?
No,
I believe she thinks she is onto something.
not quite. Just remembered something. But, going back to the topic of conversation, there are only a few ways that you can become so agile that you can dodge everything, let alone everything a god can throw at you.
How?
Only two come to mind. You see everything in slow motion, or you see everything before it happens.
So you think that Supreme is possessing a precognition?
Either that, or he can see and move faster than anyone else that we have met thus far.
Actually, that first theory about just being able to see ahead of time could make sense.
There is a high level spell that can do that.
Is there now?
There is.
What spell is it?
Sadly, it is far beyond any of us at the moment. It is literally called Foresight.
Foresight, huh?
I still hate that spell.
A damn good spell.
It is a good spell until you're in a thing where it's just nothing but PvP and it's all this person spams.
Well, if that's the case, and it is that kind of spell lets him see into the future. He could have just made a way to be able to constantly have it on himself.
Wouldn't surprise me if he had some kind of enchantment that has it.
You mean like a spell called Permanency?
What's that?
Maybe if one were to dispel him, though.
That, or if I could use one of my bullets against him and actually hit him, then
Your magic bullets?
yeah, with my magic bullets, with the bullets that Temp has made with me, I can nullify any spell for a limited amount of time.
Assuming you can hit him.
Yeah. And assuming it's actually able to take effect with him.
If he was able to make a permanent foresight effect on himself, that is something beyond any caster I've ever heard of, because up until now I didn't think such a thing was possible.
Have you heard of the
yeah, I think
caster? Sorry, you go.
Well, yeah, I think he's not just a caster. His original core was roguelike, and he probably either studied or managed to take some type of essence or spell out of somebody if he's able to siphon souls and their power.
It would have to be someone of incredible power, because again, up until now, I did not think it possible.
Or a lower level god who was able to cast those type of spells.
Or it could
Perhaps.
be the amulet that he has.
That's
That
it.
is also a possibility.
It is a artifact of a god, so that would make sense.
Wait.
Demon.
Hold on. And she looks to Mark. Sorry, not Mark. Hunter Max. Hunter Max,
Huh?
do you know what was the first thing you hunted?
You don't know how, but you just see a very blank face coming from the core as he does not seem to understand what you mean.
Who was the first person that Supreme sent you out to fight?
A dragon.
She looks back to the librarian. Do you know about when this dragon was fought, right?
I know where it was fought and what it was, but I do not know the reasons as of why.
And you don't know when.
Not really, no.
Yeah, if only there was someone we could ask. She glances to Scalodius. Think you could get an answer from Draco? However unlikely.
I can pray on it and see what happens, but I can't make any guarantees.
If it's the case that he created Hunter Max after defeating the God of War, and he gained the ability of precognition from the amulet, finding out when Hunter Max was created would give us an estimate of when he met Xanthagon, and we can confirm whether or not he has that ability due to the amulet.
And that helps us how?
Because then we know what to aim for. If it's a spell, we'll figure out how to end the spell. If it's the amulet, we'll have to figure out how to get it off of him. If it's a natural ability, we'll figure something out.
I shall find a place to say a prayer.
Alright.
Skillois will find a nice quiet seat to sit on and again pray his prayer.
A thought occurs to me. If we are to find some way to apprehend the amulet, what would stop Supreme from simply how would I put this?
Taking it back?
Yeah, well, not even taking it back, but perhaps he has a contingency to simply will it back onto his person.
Do you have a suggestion how to counter that?
No, I'm just aware of that possibility.
Actually, if he doesn't have a... I mean, if he doesn't really have a core and was able to survive without one, could it be that the amulet is the only thing that is keeping him alive at this point?
Which would
I
behoove
mean, that
him.
would be in his core, or in a compartment somewhere.
Which would behoove him to make it very, very difficult for us to remove it from his person.
True.
By either, like you said, locking it up tightly, or finding some way to randomly just teleport it back if we ever take it.
I was gonna think back to when the times that she has seen Supreme. Has the necklace just been on him, or was it hidden somewhere?
For perception.
Alright. Ooh, not bad.
You're fairly certain he just wears it around his neck. He doesn't seem to try to hide it.
He isn't hiding it.
That
There is
must-
something that I've noticed, however,
Hmm.
with regards to Supreme. He's confident, incredibly confident, and incredibly smart, but he doesn't have backup plans. At least not with his creations.
That is rather reckless of him.
Well, his sin is pride, is it not? Or is it greed?
Uh,
Something of those.
It could perhaps be both. Who knows?
He saw that what we were able to do to Hunter Max, and he did not make any adjustments to it. Even though we were apparently the first people ever to hurt Hunter Max, aside from him. Wait, no, he didn't even hurt Hunter Max. He just made him turn himself out.
You talking about with Zardak?
No, Supreme and Hunter Max.
But Hunter Max said he couldn't hurt him, which is
Yes, he couldn't hurt Supreme. But
Hunter Max.
Yes.
When you say you couldn't hurt him, do you mean you couldn't hit him, or you hit him and nothing would happen?
Is that not the same thing?
No.
No, it is not.
How is it not?
If you punch and they don't go ow, it is not the same as you punch and they're not there.
So
Roll
are
a
you?
Roll a persuasion.
That's Mark will try.
No, you're not the one who said it, so
Oh
You,
god.
you can assist me because you also spoke something, right?
Man, that's up to
Meanwhile,
sure, why not?
Scalodius has done the old man thing and fallen asleep.
So 16.
Elvie, as you say this, you watch the core, and you swear you see a bunch of calculations coming off of the core. None of them are right. It's like 2 + 2 = 5, and various other very clearly wrong equations. And he goes, "Well, I still couldn't hurt him." He does not. He does not tell you which it was.
I'm going to grab the nearest person, or LV's going to grab the nearest person, and is going to crouch down near the core. Still not entirely sure if he can actually see anything, and is going to very lightly, like, tap her fist against them, mimicking a punch, and then is going to make the same motion but deliberately
Hubert will step out of your way.
miss. Yeah, and then we'll go. Did you see? Not the same.
That one.
The second one? This or this?
You once again see the very incorrect equation. He goes, second. It's very easy to tell he is not very smart.
Yes.
So the one where he stepped out of the way and didn't get hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And
So
I
same
didn't
thing.
hurt him.
okay. So, that lends to our precognition theory.
Well, the question will then become, how do you get past And she pauses. And slowly looks to Mark. You're how you get past precognition.
You mean me or the gun dagger?
The gun dagger. That's why he wants it.
You see the same equations that Hunter Max sometimes has hit Mark.
It is complete, pure randomness. You cannot predict random chance accurately.
You see the same calculations in Elvie's head, but they're actually correct. And she just goes, "Oh, fascinating."
That makes sense.
Wants to get rid of all possible outlying variables.
So, you're telling one of the few ways we can probably counteract him is by just like the gun dagger being unpredictable?
I am not going to lie, there's only one person in our group that is capable of doing that. I hate to say.
Oh no. You're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting, are you?
I am.
Oh no.
I think if we want to stand a chance in a fight against Supreme, we have to give Tauntaun the gun dagger.
Oh, whoa.
Mark's gonna look absolutely confused by this.
Mark, why is this a bad thing? Tauntaun, my chaos sense is tingling.
Thorgrim's gonna go to the, Elvie is going to go to the nearest pillar. I forgot Thorgrim's not there, and just sort of like very gently bang her head against it.
Okay. Mark's gonna just say, okay, but Tauntaun doesn't know how to use guns.
You'd match to teach Hubert.
Hubert also sometimes would learn on his own.
I have confidence in you. I think you'll be able to teach him.
Also, at the same time, Tauntaun is one of the squishiest members, and if he gets given the gun dagger and simply just, for lack of better terms, focused, it will pretty much just become useless at that point.
True. Meaning that we would have to protect Tauntaun.
That's easier said than done.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not for that plan.
If you have a better plan, I'd like to hear it, please.
Well, I think that two things that he hasn't accounted for could come from me with this gun dagger and also the light ether battery. I don't think he knows what light ether is at all. He may know what dark ether is because of Hunter Max, but I don't think he has any idea about dark ether either. So that's another sense of unpredictability from me as well. If it's given to Tauntaun, he simply knows, oh, if Tauntaun shoots at me, I just need to be away from him or anywhere he's shooting at.
And to be fair, Mark may be a more tempting target for Supreme, considering their is it lineage if they're robots?
Technically. There is a first, second, and a third, so it could be a lineage.
But yes, you are
History.
technically family, and he may be more interested in focusing upon you, especially if you possess the object of his attention.
I'm not sure that him not knowing about dark ether and light ether would work in this instance due, again, to his precognition. I think that if you did use the gun dagger on him, it would definitely work.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think giving Tauntaun a gun with dials that say not this one is is a good idea.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I feel that in most situations it would be a recipe for disaster on a magnitude never before seen. But we are talking about a god killer that can see into the future. about to lock down this realm and has an army of himself who could potentially do the same thing. Planning on taking over, on killing everyone in this realm and turning them all into mechanical beings, and has the power to do so.
Well, then how about this? I'll teach Tanta how to use a gun. Just in general. So that when the time comes, we'll have 3 people capable of using the gun dagger if need be.
And then we play hot potato?
Pretty much.
Alright.
That also has another sense of unpredictability, because I think at the moment Hubert has never used the gun. He only knows how I use it at this point. So if he doesn't suspect that, then it makes it a lot easier for us to counteract him, I guess.
Mark, I think you're forgetting he literally sees into the future. It doesn't matter if he doesn't know it, he will know it the moment we fight him.
How far do you think he can see into the future?
I guess that's
if he's able to simply dodge an attack that's coming towards him, that's one thing about seeing into the future. It's not like he's going to know our intentions, our plans, what we're going to do, what spell we're going to cast, things like that. He's not able to read minds, he's able to predict where he's going to get hit from.
If only there was a way to test it out. She then looks down.
You did scry him.
I did scry him, but it was during it when he was creating something, not a combat scenario.
Did he do anything odd at least?
He knew I was... How did he know I was there? Hold on. I was gonna think back. How long... She was there for like a few minutes before he said anything.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he lied. Actually, I wasn't there, so...
Does that mean he didn't know she was there exactly, but he knew that he was being watched? How did he know he was being watched? It's not like he had some kind of magic sensor on him. Or if he did, why did he wait so long to say anything? Because she had time to look around the room and then look outside the window. And even then, does that mean he can see minutes into the... Does that mean he can see minutes into the future? Because if that is the case, then he can see multiple rounds into the future. Well, Ada will relay this to him, basically stating, worst case scenario, he can see multiple minutes into the future at any given time.
Which, having then... If he can see that into the future, would you not think he'd already be able to tell that Tauntaun with the gun is a thing?
He would know that he has
the gun.
He would know that he has the gun, but he wouldn't know what it would do.
Exactly. So, I'd say we keep it somewhat hush-hush. I can teach Tauntaun how to use the gun. And we can just go from there.
Very well.
We shouldn't really be... If the benefit is being unpredictable with this type of stuff, then I feel like it's better we don't plan too much.
Alright.
Simple stuff like what George put together, of like the list of just stop the machine. Or whatever he's building.
Well, we have that going for us now. Actually, Mark, there is another question. Why exactly is Supreme building this machine again? Because of a deal you made, correct?
Yeah.
And what was your part of the deal?
And kind of just stay quiet for an extended period of time.
Ada will just watch him, waiting for him to say what it was.
Answer the question, Mark.
The Hubert that said that?
Yes.
Foot tapping intensifies.
Well, this was when I thought you could take advantage of the situation, and I told him that if he took care of the Supreme problem, that I could bring Charlie to him.
Noted. Alright, so what happens if you renege on that deal?
I don't know. I assume he doesn't think the deal's gonna happen either way.
Ask him.
You want me just to go ask him?
Yes. Contact him and ask him.
What if I go back on the deal?
Yes.
I mean, I could. Yeah. I just...
Would that not give him impetus to do something? Like, for example, if you ask, what if I go back on the deal? And then he posits a, you know, what if you went back on the deal? And then proceeds to do something to you.
Well, I don't know if he's able to hurt me when I end up astral projecting to him, so...
If he can actually see minutes into the future with a foresight spell, which should not be possible, I would be prepared for that possibility as well.
I mean, I could also test it myself and see. If they would see minutes into the future, then they'll probably say something like, I knew you'd arrive or something like that. And then I'd ask him, you knew what I was coming here for? Then he'd probably just say what I came there for. Yeah,
Has he acted that way before?
I'm not gonna say it.
No, I don't remember. He seemed surprised when I first got there, when I first came to him in astral projection. Somewhat surprised, I believe.
Well, I suppose we can use this as some kind of test.
Yeah, I mean, we could try it, but I don't think I can do it willingly. So, Riki said she could help with it.
Then we'll speak to Riki about it. So, does anyone else have anything to ask of the librarian?
I don't know. Should I actually RP out the asking of that question?
What question? And who's asking?
Well, I only have one character over there.
Yeah, good. What we went through
In
earlier?
DMs, yeah.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Well, what was the question he asked? Unless he was very quiet about it.
Oh, no. Because the thought process that I had was you guys would probably be gone when I got on. But Ophi had a question he wanted to ask, which was about a certain dragon-looking thing that he made a... Let's be real here, it looks like a shitty picture of a multi-headed dragon. And just asked about it.
And what was the answer? Question mark?
The name was... I gotta get back past all this death shit. Here we go. The name was The Devastator. Has abilities like a Hydra. And just kind of wants to destroy everything.
It wants
The
to
knowledge he
devastate
traded
like
was
its name
fishing knowledge.
suggests.
He traded knowledge for knowledge, and he used fishing knowledge to get this stuff.
So, and hold on. Where did you meet this being to draw it?
places?
What places?
The types of places where you'd meet something like that.
Would Beastie know?
Yes.
Is there a reason Ophi is being vague about it? Like
Yes.
he's not supposed
yes.
to tell?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's called Zardak.
Alright. Beastie will just step forward to Edelsorde. Leave child alone. They know wants answer. Leave it. El, meanwhile, will make a unamused expression, but will acquiesce for now. Well, with that being said, I think we have all the answers that we came for, so let's get going.
Dragon.
Hubert, can you please wake up Scalodius?
Hubert will
Resorting to physical harm.
Hubert will put his foot on Scalodius' shoulder before just pushing him over with a light kick.
Huh?
You fell over.
Looked around confused. Then suddenly he gets up and bows to the dragon. Oh, I'm sorry for scuffing your floor. Oh, great one.
You didn't, but very well.
I'm sorry. I don't. It seems I haven't managed to contact my deity for you, Lady Edelsarde. I'm not sure why you didn't.
It's okay.
Looks genuinely confused. Doesn't realize he fell asleep. Is there anything else we were supposed to do?
No, we're leaving.
Oh. Did we accomplish everything we need to?
Yes.
Oh, well then, that's the case. Turns around again, bows to the dragon. It was a pleasure meeting you, ma'am.
And it was fun meeting you.
Ophi's just gonna wave bye and just say, "Bye, Auntie."
Goodbye, child.
And with that, we leave.
Well, I should say I was leaving, so...
Skill is just trying to look dignified as he leaves.
I need help trying to switch my core again. Actually, I don't think I'll need help with that, but...
Don't forget to call my dad.
As soon as they're on the elevator, though, he goes from being dignified to... Oh,
I figured that you would enjoy that, Scalodius.
Oh, was much a surprise and a wonderful one at that. I never dreamed I would meet multiple beings such as them in my life.
Oh, this world is full of interesting things.
Finally, we get to go to part 2.
Part 2 of what?
Meanwhile, you know, I remember
Part 2
we
of
had
7.
one group doing one thing and another group were doing another thing.
Oh yeah.
We had one group doing one thing, group 2 standing up where the elevator went down because they couldn't follow, and then George was doing George things.
No, if I
I
remember...
thought the rest of us were going with George.
Yeah, they were asked to go to George to remind them to get the necklace.
To which he asked to go alone.
No, he went alone at first.
Yeah, that was me going alone at first to talk to Azazel.
And then everyone went to the library, and then, well, because we realized not everyone could get into the library, others went back to wait for George to finish his conversation. And Adel was like, please remind them to get the necklace of Xanthagon that's in this place.
So, like I said,
That
meanwhile,
was Adel's idea, right? To get the necklace, have us all have the necklace.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, definitely Adel's idea.
All right.
So who was it that didn't go down there? Was it Thorgrim, Jubilee, and someone else?
Tauntaun.
Oh, and Tauntaun. Basically the OGs. Tauntaun, why are you acting funny?
What do you mean?
I don't know, you just had a slight twitch a few moments ago.
Don't worry about it.
That's usually when I'm supposed to worry.
No, it's fine.
Alright, we're doing a retro rewind time because Matt wasn't done yet.
Yeah, I was much more distracted at the moment. I apologize.
Understandable.
One very quick question that will reveal some things that I have retroactively also remembered about last session. Elva's gonna just sort of clear her throat and then look at the rest of the group, especially at Adel Sarday, and will then look to the librarian and say, excuse me, are you familiar with we've spoken a lot of the creature known as Hunter Max. Are you familiar with them and their counterparts?
I cannot say that I am excruciatingly familiar.
Okay. Because and she's gonna look at Adel again. One thing that I've been meaning to mention before we got interrupted by this before we pursued the whole angle with He Who Must Not Be Named. When we traveled here, we were not alone.
Meaning...
Okay.
I saw a large crystal-studded thing literally running beside us as we were teleporting.
What?
Yes. And I assume that it's one of them.
One of who?
Did it look like a robot? Or
Kind
Warforged?
of. Like a Warforged with, like I said, crystal embedded within it. Almost like an odd mix of a Warforged with a golem. Or an almost elemental-like even. Perhaps it is simply crystals powering it, but I do not know for sure because I only saw it for a very brief moment.
It'll think for a while.
The point is, we were followed.
Alright, change of plans then. We are not going to Supreme City. Not yet. We need to deal with Hunter Beta, Delta, and Gamma, and potentially Alpha, before we even think about going there.
And how do you suppose we do that?
By going about our other objectives and waiting for them to come to us. If we see them, we fight them, and we make sure they don't get away this time.
This is a rather large city filled with many guards. I assume they would.
They're not gonna attack.
Would they not attempt to detain?
No,
No.
I don't mean the city guard. I mean the hunters. I don't think they'd attack in a city like this, considering there'd be too many witnesses, too many things going on, and the redeemed are constantly around here.
Constantly? I would love to be constantly in a fight.
Your brothers don't seem to have your mindset, Hunter.
Brothers.
Besides,
you
if we
mean the precursors?
take time to travel there, I'm sure we'd end up getting attacked either way.
That's why I think we need to go after our other objectives first.
What is the first in our objectives then?
Well, we know we can't get to the tree, and they're not going to the tree either because of its defense mechanisms.
What else do you guys need to get done then?
We could go after the Berserker. Though that would require us to... Well, we are in the city that has the museum piece dedicated to the Berserker's axe. We might get clues as to where his location is from there.
Refresh my memory, why are we going after the Berserker?
Because he has one of Xanthagon's amulets.
Yes.
Out of character. Saying out of character. Ah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
If you say the statement and then say out of character, it's not out of
I
character.
thought he was speaking out of character.
I was!
So there you go.
Roll a D100.
What the fuck?
Random bullshit.
Nice.
Go.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Can't dispute that roll.
Nope.
Too nice.
It's better than 100. Well. Guess after that they'll start heading over to Azazel's place.
Around this time, George, business would be done for the day.
Okay. I guess George is gonna look over to Azazel and be like, actually, I had one more request or to ask.
One more thing.
You've done the one more thing.
And what might that be?
Jesus Christ, I have been around her too much. Adol wants to keep the necklace that you have stashed here in our possession. She thinks it'll draw a lot of attention away from Haven and keep it away from dangers or anything like that. It's kind of like how we have Riki, I guess, Mark's thing, his gun, and things like that. Pretty much it'll help make sure the city won't be attacked or anyone else will be tempted, similar to the Paladin.
Yeah. I am uncertain. This amulet is not exactly something I would feel comfortable putting in you all's possession.
Who did it belong to again?
It was attuned to an angel. One we had to put down.
What was their specialty? I'm only asking because if anyone in a group specializes in anything similar to them, then
Holy
Best-
magic.
holy magic. So a cleric.
I would assume so, yes.
Don't believe we have any clerics in the group.
Looks at Edelsarday.
Yeah,
LV.
like so motion.
There's literally LV.
That there is a there is a player character with levels and cleric in the party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but George doesn't know that.
I don't think any of us know
The only person who does holy magic is Hubert, and he's technically a paladin.
Doesn't
so-
she have a holy amulet on her person?
She
I've
does
shown
have-
it several times.
Yes.
I just assumed that she was religious. I don't know.
Has she not casted spells through it?
I just thought that that was for flavor. I don't know.
Fun fact, no, I haven't.
Technically, no, she has not cast spells through it. She uses it specifically for one thing, and it's to channel divinity.
Yep.
She done that before? Or done that
Oh
yet?
yeah, many times. That's her gimmick. That's how she does the max damage lightning stuff.
Oh, I didn't remember that, so I'm gonna roll see if George remembers it. Okay, he remembers it. Actually, there's one
No,
person who
not
does
hungry.
use some holy magic.
Why?
And I am uncertain it
It's
would
not that I'm
be.
not gonna eat it.
I am uncertain that it would be safe in the possession if they are within close proximity. While some are able to resist, there are others who fall victim to its nefarious call.
Yeah, I suppose that is true. Well, I guess be prepared to probably have your ear chewed off, 'cause I don't think Adel will just accept that.
I suppose we will have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there so many people? You know what? To make this easier on myself, Jack and all of the other NPCs, except Patterson, went to go do other things just so that I don't have to have a small army of tokens.
Everybody pile in.
Like we're all listening at the door, and then just like
Snooping as usual, I see.
You ping as usual, I see.
The classic. Guess what? That means we're old. That meme means we're old, guys.
No, just we have good taste.
I'm walking in. It'll will start walking over. Oh, well. Stop. Here politely. Azazel, George,
And hello to you as well.
hello.
Have you found your day to be welcoming here in Haven?
Yes, it's a nice change of pace.
I am glad to hear that.
Jubilee, have you spoken to George and Azazel about what I asked? In regards to the necklace from X?
I believe George was in the middle of that conversation.
Oh. And she looks over.
We were, and she doesn't believe it would be safe to put it into our hands.
Why is that?
Well, the one that it was previously attuned to was an angel with holy magic, and we've seen one of us do holy magic time and time again. So, if it's in our possession, it could tempt her.
Adel will nod to this. I cast holy magic too, so it could affect me as well. Alright. Though,
Their source is the same, though.
I would say that I would not be able to be tempted by such, but that would be a lot. Everyone is tempted by evil magic at some point.
however, Aren't there angels that cast holy magic in the city?
Not quite the same way.
What do you mean?
The angel in question was a devout follower to her creator. She was the closest thing to a cleric that one of the angels of the city could be.
So specifically someone who's devout would be a target for temptation.
Definitely wouldn't be safe with us. A number of the people traveling with us are religious.
LV looks really, really, really pointedly at Scalodius.
We're
Still
too
is
religious
just
for
kind of
this
looking
item.
off, oblivious to the whole conversation. Still basking in the glory of meeting another dragon.
Very well. If it's safer with you, then that's all that matters. Though, she looks to Thorgan. Maybe the amulet we have would be safe with you as well. It was towards
Still don't know
druids.
Sorry, what? I was way over there.
Well, it's true. It could still be somewhat dangerous having two amulets of these type of power closer together.
True.
I mean, our
And I'm pretty sure it, like, hurt me when I picked up the first one, so another one would probably kind of suck.
I guess it would be irresponsible to carry it around unless we figure out a way to destroy them.
you guys went to talk to the librarian, right?
Yes.
Did you ask her if she had any knowledge on how to destroy these things?
I forgot to do that. We realized some things, and that took up our time.
I'm sure it's fine. We could probably go talk to her again at some point.
Yes. Now that I know how to teleport here, it won't take us too long to travel to and from here.
Well, that could also change with the whole lock thing coming along as well.
Right, so we're going to have to put a pause on dealing with him. Hunter, Delta, Gamma, and Beta are still around, and they have been following us. One followed us through the teleportation circle, according to Gloom Hollow.
Yes,
So-
I saw a brief glimpse of one that was running alongside us while we were teleporting.
So what you're telling me is that that thing could potentially be in the city.
I doubt it's
Possibly.
in the city. It most
If it
likely...
followed us through the teleportation circle, it's going to be somewhere close by.
Yeah,
So it's
close
either in
by.
the city or somewhere close outside the city.
I don't think that it is capable of being that stealthy that nobody could notice a large robots in this city. It's most likely hiding outside. But I do believe that it is.
Invisibility spell, permanent invisibility. Probably something
George.
similar to what the door guard could do.
You and your mother didn't say the location out loud of the item, did you?
I don't believe so. The last time I asked about the location of it was when we were having a conversation in our heads.
Alright, that's good then.
Well, Ada will just
Because
slip
if this
close.
bot was to deal for infiltration, it could be listening for the location. And if you'd said it out loud, it would be on its way then.
Well, the thing is going after Mark's Dagger, right?
Yes.
So then what would
I think
have
it's
to
going
do
for
with another-
anything it can get.
What gives you that idea?
Well, let's think about that for a moment. What did you say the amulet Supreme had represented, possibly?
Greed or pride?
And if it's greed,
It's not, no.
what
Based
would
off of-
stop him from wanting to get another one?
Oh, he's
Based off
trying to
what-
correct this.
It's based off player classes, not sins.
Yeah, I know, but he's like this and me and Sin or something. I don't remember.
Well,
Well, it's
let's
based
just...
off of him being an artificer.
Well,
And
we've...
what would stop him from wanting to get more of those amulets?
Because
Especially
unless
if he knows
has-
there's one located nearby.
Unless one of those gods is partially is still able to do holy magic, then actually that could be dangerous. But
Can someone
doubt
detect
he-
magic around us, please?
Ayla's just gonna slip on her invisibility goggles. Anything around them?
You do not see anything invisible around you.
Alright, Beastie's going to do her detect magic stuff. Let's see. Let me see the specifics of that. Magic awareness, there we go. Anything that
I don't
she
know.
senses?
Let's see. It's only within 60 feet of you. So, I mean, you know that the undead spirits are magical. You know that the angel is magical. And you know some of the... You know all of the plates, cups, and kegs that are on the tables are magical, but other than that, you don't have anything else.
Can you step a little closer? Try
Show
seeing
it
if you
over.
can see something. Try seeing if you can see something over here. I don't know. I got a suspicion.
He'll walk over with her invisibility goggles. Does she see anything?
No.
Okay.
We
I
had
don't
a,
know.
we had a talk about this with the librarian Jubilee. If he's going, the reason he sent the hunters after us is because the gun dagger is the only thing capable of hurting him.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I wasn't there for that conversation.
Yes, no worries.
Still, I can't feel like we're there. If what Gloomhall says is true, then they're using us as kind of like a follow to find good things.
I doubt
The gun
that.
dagger might just not be just one, but just one item to take.
And I kind of agree with that. Kind of see what happens when we keep gathering the stuff up. We take a second.
It'll start day.
I doubt that is the case, but it
It'll
is.
start day.
What?
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no. Is it?
Oh,
is
no.
this due to the effect of a spell?
Not technically, no.
Wait, doesn't she have advantage because she's next to Hubert, or is that something else?
It adds to your save, I think.
She's not next to Hubert currently, but it just adds his charisma modifier.
Yes,
Right
she's
there.
next to Hubert.
What? No, she isn't.
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
She's no.
She's
Hold on.
right
I'll
here.
have to reload because on my screen she's way the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Well, she was there, but then she moved herself back.
Yeah.
Reload.
I also
I-
need to refresh then.
I will reload roll 20, but if she is still in the old position, I will, okay.
No, that's my job. I mean, what?
Weird.
What?
Alright,
What?
roll a wisdom saving throw.
Roll 20 is very slow today.
Yeah, I got a 17, but since she's next to Hubert, his charisma bonuses add to that?
Yes.
So that's 21, I think? Or is it 20?
Yeah. It's 21.
Alright.
Jackpot.
You may continue.
Man, I hate how if you succeed, you just don't notice anything. How am I supposed to know what hit us? Damn it.
You were supposed to fail, that's how.
Well, shit. Well, Ella's gonna be like, I doubt that's the case, but it is a wise worry to have. She looks to Azazel. I'm sure Azazel will be able to deal with that while we're here. As for us being followed and them going after anything that's nearby, that's more precedent to go deal with them. So, we shouldn't dawdle here any longer. We should get moving.
Okay. I still can't shake this feeling. I'm missing something.
regards to what, Jubilee?
Well, piecing together again, Gloomhowl seeing the thing when we ported, but not being able to find anything following us right now.
They are hunters. They're hunting us. We're not gonna be able to find them unless we enter an area where we're on equal footing or they attack us. All the more reason that we have
Oh
to...
wait, I should ask. Did the latest washing happen, Your Highness?
Washing?
You know, holy water. You know, things that burn me.
Street sweeping.
You should be fine. Also, don't call me Your Highness. I'm no queen.
Sorry.
It does make you feel any better. I think the unseen servants can see things that are invisible or anything like that, can look around.
I will have the redeemed who have true sight to look around.
Okay.
No. In the
If
meantime,
anything happens, can you
never
let me know?
mention,
She nods.
and don't ever mention locations of that item. Wherever it is right now, we keep it there.
Actually, question, Mother. When it came to the Aima, did it make them also followers of him, or did it just give them that power they seek, just so they serve him?
I am uncertain, as I have not used one personally.
From what we've seen so far, it's a mixture of both. Well, yeah, it's a mixture of both.
Huh, okay.
The druid seemed enraptured. Supreme seems fairly neutral about it. And the paladin seemed reluctant.
Gotta make it to where they can refuse to do things or something like that. As he kind of gets up and starts walking.
Will you all be staying within Haven for the next few days? Or was
Probably
this a brief trip?
brief, unfortunately. I was hoping to stay, but if what Jubilee said is true, then we need to leave.
Well, I don't think so. If we could give it some time, then if the Redeem come back with something or have seen anything, then we can also talk about that.
Scorp Jubilee said that the hunters may not just be after the gun dagger, but also after anything which could be of use. And because we have a lot of things of interest on our person, they might just go after the amulet that's here. Wait, hold on. If that were the case, why didn't they go after Hunter Max? Off for another day, I guess.
Hunter Max failed, and what's his name took his body.
I guess he was more useful for his body than for him.
No, I think he was still useful. I think it's just more or less it'll be take too much time for Sarim to rebuild a body capable of handling Hunter Max while he's also working on a way to lock down the plane.
I see. Well, I guess we can spend a day here until the redeemed return.
Very well. I hope you find your stay a welcome one.
I do as well.
Start walking towards the door.
Yeah, we'll turn as well, but then pause. Actually, there is one more thing, Azazel.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Damn
that
it.
might be.
Do you know where Ramlethiel is right now?
Who?
The large Scottish angel lady.
Yeah.
It's Ramiel, not Ethel.
I thought I said that. Whatever. Ramiel.
No, you said like the Guilty Gear character.
Ramethiel is what I said.
Yeah, that's still wrong.
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
Because I thought Thorgrim would want to visit her.
I will attempt to contact her, but there's no telling how successful that might be.
Very well. Elle will then turn and start heading off, and we'll just pat Thorgrim on the shoulder as she goes, giving him a good luck, like, pat, and she leaves.
Thorgrim's gonna shoot Adel a look of like, what the fuck?
I would say that I'll send a message when I get a hold of her, but she can find you if she wants to. As Azazel says to Thorgrim.
Yeah,
Chuckling.
she probably will.
Why do you seem so angry at me, Thorgrim? I thought you'd want to see your girlfriend.
Gee,
Jubilee just giggles.
it's almost as if I didn't see the alternate universe fusion of my dead wife a few days ago.
If anything else, you have to break the news to.
I don't want to do that.
You have to do it
Too
sooner.
bad, buck up.
Honesty's better than holding in the truth.
But do you
Well, I
think-
mean, he could always say...
Do you think the angry red-headed angel is going to have words to say to you if you decide to say anything to her?
No, I think she will stand perfectly quietly and not get really, really angry.
Did you guys
I
actually
mean,
make
you
anything
could always take a
official?
note from Hubert.
Sorry, what did George say?
Dorkzilla, did you guys actually make anything official?
Not sure.
Thorgrim, take the advice of a whore like me. Just
No.
go fucking tell her.
I thought that was going to end earlier than it did. Tauntaun has a point. You should tell her.
Yeah. Nothing's official, and you guys haven't made anything clear. Then
She got upset when you left without telling her. You think she's not gonna find out that you came to town and didn't even try to talk to her?
Jesus Christ, for someone
I don't
older
think
than
I
most
don't
of
think
us, you
there's
really
avoiding
are-
this.
You really do act like a high schooler sometimes.
The fact that I have a bigger body count than him is surprising.
Not really.
No.
In both sense of the word, probably.
Are we leaving or what? Thorgrim is gonna push past everyone.
No, you're gonna go talk to Ramiel.
Ramiel
she's
will
go-
find
If you,
him.
if you need pointers on handling multiple lovers, you can ask Hubert.
Oh my fucking
me.
god. No, my fucking god. I'm leaving now.
Thorgrim, I just want to say you do have 2 ring fingers after all.
Leaving faster.
Technically, he could get a third ring, depending on the person.
God. What? I just got that. Jesus Christ.
This Galodius just turns to Gloomhollow. The children are rambunctious again.
She's actually got her hands on her hips at this point and is like, you people are so rude.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
I like
Yes,
seeing
you
him in
are.
a healthy relationship. Him and Ramiel seem healthy.
And we just do it because we care.
That is the strangest method of caring I've ever seen.
Welcome to our little group.
Don't worry, when you find someone you like, we're gonna bully you into having a healthy relationship with them too.
Who is we? Are you speaking Solarian? You are. I'm not going to mess with Gloomhollow.
Don't think that's Solarian. I think that's Obanian.
I thought it was
Wait.
French.
What's French?
Heck, it's French.
My lady, we conquered the French once.
Oh my fucking god.
Yes, that didn't go well for us in the aftermath.
Well, of course not, it was the French.
It went swimmingly for me.
Yes, because you got to go all swimming in blood. Either way, let's head back to the inn.
Just remember, don't do a cake thing with them. They don't like that.
Is that why they attacked me when I suggested they eat cake?
Yes.
I see.
Though that's really just for any country.
You know, it's funny. They seem to be bad at fighting other countries, but when they're kicking their own people's ass, they're extremely good at it.
Yes, they
Let
are.
them eat cake, I say.
That'd be red.
Why are you looking at me?
That would be red bear.
Let them eat cake. Why am I in a gallows suddenly?
What's that sharp blade falling towards my neck?
We do know what a guillotine is.
Why can I see my body?
Nilo has animated one of those before.
Why am I looking at my kneecaps?
Why can I see my Nico neck?
Nico neck.
Ugh.
What the fuck even is that statement? Score.
What? Have you never heard of I'm gonna break your Nico knees and then I'm gonna snap your Nico
but that's a new
neck?
level, man.
Alright.
I got a lot of these.
I know.
There's a lot of the body that starts with an N sound.
Fuck.
There's a wrestler
That's not one of
whose
them.
finisher was the Nico knee.
Yep.
I know.
Nerd.
But the neck, I don't know what it is about just saying neck instead would just put it another level up. Ugh. Ugh.
What's happening?
Hmm? Nothing. Jor had to go for a bit.
Oh, okay.
And back.
Welcome back.
Hi, you missed Chaos going absolutely apeshit about me saying Nico neck.
Nico
Uh,
neck.
While they're heading along,
Funny.
Ale is actually going to take a small detour. She wants to go check out the inn that they fought Zardak in. Or what's left of it.
Oh yeah, it burned down, didn't it?
It
yes,
caught
probably.
on fire, but it didn't necessarily burn down. But I do have to fight.
You have to make
There we
it
go.
burnt.
No, I just had to figure out where it was. Oh, hey, Poe Masters is on this map. He's not here.
Yeah,
Aw.
there. If only it were that convenient.
Hi Poe, bye Poe.
Oh no.
Poe Masters to you?
Poe, no!
Please, call me Poe Masters.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Oh.
We've been in bed together.
Oh.
It's Poe.
Oh, Poe.
You know full damn well he would not stop from correcting you, though.
Tauntaun will not care.
Wait, Paul Masters
You
are
do
here?
not care.
No.
Much
he was
like if that demon tries to correct Tauntaun's pronunciation of his name as Xanax.
Xanadu.
Xanadu and cry on cue. Alright.
I don't like it. It's not even. Move
I don't-
Gloomholo to the left.
What? Here you... Hold on. There you
Not
go.
everyone. Not that one!
There we go. Is that
Son of a bitch! No,
Uh,
no it is not.
Fuck, you made... There it is. I was about to say, you made me lose where I was about to place you all. There we go. Hold on, I need to fix this. There we go. Just for you, Tauntaun.
You bitch! We're not even centered!
Yes, correct.
And somehow the centering is so bad that, like, we're not all off-center by the same amount.
Hold on, this is the wrong inn, Jor.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. This
No,
inn
No,
is
it isn't.
different because it's flipped.
Nope.
Yes?
This
It's
is the
flipped.
one you're coming to now.
Yeah, but what about the one that we got?
So the other one
that
is
got
burned down. Okay.
Oh, so it's ashes.
No, this is the right one.
Nah, technically what he is saying is correct. It's supposed to be...
Flipped
Bam.
Yes.
that way.
See? That's the right
Now
one.
it's correct.
There you go.
Now it just looks
I
weird.
remember because I got caught in this corner.
I remember because this is where Zordak choked me like a chicken.
Well, maybe
Oh
you shouldn't
my.
have been such a dick.
She
Maybe.
was asking him why he wanted to try and kidnap a slave. How's that being a dick?
Nah, you said something to him you shouldn't have.
What did she say?
We'll have to go back and check, but because I don't
Fairly
actually...
certain you called him a bitch.
Adel Sarday said
No,
something.
that was me.
Adel Sarday said something to invoke his ire.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have been a dick. Then you wouldn't have been
And-
choked like a cock.
And conveniently, George was also there because I very vividly remember him about to get the shit knocked out of him too.
No,
Oh,
that was
Mark, was it?
that was Mark. George wasn't there.
Whatever. It was someone Jay played.
Well,
Jay was there.
Yeah, well, it was Mark because he wanted to not have anyone sort of get her ass beat, so he took the beating.
yeah. Oh, Adel's going to look around while rubbing her neck.
The innkeeper will look at you and go, "Hello there."
We'll try not to burn the inn down this time.
It wasn't us that burnt it down.
I mean, we were partially at fault.
Wait, you weren't even
They
there.
weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, there was some giant freak, weird-looking guy.
I'm pretty sure you misremember that, Adel.
Hmm?
Jubilee's not the best liar, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Also
Adel is the
fairly-
one that's
I'm also
lying.
fairly certain that that Scorp, you were like absent for that because Tauntaun ended up like not being around.
No,
No,
what
I
hap-
was there. It's just Tauntaun does not sleep in his current look. So we had to come up with a cover story.
Gotcha.
Hubert did not buy the cover story, but he stuck to his cover story. He's still sticking to his
And-
cover story.
Ad-
He saw the
Jubilee
place on
didn't believe
fire.
it either, but it's still covering for him.
Adel is also semi-covering it for him because she remembered what his cover story was and is trying to make sure that he sticks to it.
I came back. The
Fortunately,
place
none
was
of
on
us
fire.
are in
Remember?
sync on it.
You came back, but that was in a different inn, I think.
No, it was this inn.
Whatever.
Because this
I
was
like
the
how all
inn
of us
where
are
I
trying to
used
keep
to
the
have the
secret,
wood
but we're all
boy.
failing at it.
Yep.
No, because it was, I want to say, yeah, it was this room with the big bed. Up against, by the bar.
I was
Because I used to have a wood boy. Wood boy died. I do not remember how wood boy died.
You kept putting him into fights when he wasn't supposed to be a fighter.
Oh, I remember when the wood boy died, when we were dealing with fucking SCP whatever.
Yep.
And that wasn't really him putting him into a fight, it was more of a just, it wanted to snap its neck.
Should have made him not snap his neck.
Well, there was only so much I could do, he was at the back.
Skill issue, man.
I mean, it's that or a living person dies.
Eh.
And I think you were its next target after that.
Would have been fine. Well, Ella's gonna look around. This place looks brand new, innkeeper.
Yeah. Luckily, I got a few druids to help me get everything back into order.
Tauntaun, where are you going?
To go see an old friend.
Hubert, can you go with him?
Come on, Patterson.
Hubert will look to you, Adel Sarday, and then we'll begin following Tauntaun.
Thanks.
Man, why do I have to have an escort?
Because
It's in town.
He's gonna be okay.
because the hunters are around.
And because you wouldn't tell her where you're going.
Yeah, because I have so many old friends in this town. I've got one.
I
Are
figured
you sure
that's
he's
where
gonna be okay, Adel?
Ale will look to Jubilee. He should be fine.
No, I'm referring to Hubert.
Oh, Hubert? Well, either Tauntaun is going to return to us in peace, or he'll return to us in pieces. I suppose
Or
we'll
at
see.
peace.
Yes, that was the joke.
In one piece, in pieces, or at peace.
No, the joke was... forget.
Look, there's plenty of ways that Tauntaun could die.
Elle's just gonna lean back in her chair, deep in thought. Then she's gonna look over to Ophi. Hello.
Sup.
Is there something that you wanted, or did you just want to sit here?
Just sitting.
Okay.
As Jubilee tries to figure out how to sit on a chair.
Alt.
I forgot which button does. Thank you.
I can't help but just assume she's trying to sit on the back of it and just keeps moving back and forth like, this is not comfortable.
I kept hitting Alt after clicking.
Just while they're sitting there, Mark is gonna work on switching his core back to the rogue one.
Okay.
It's thieving time.
As he's doing that, he's gonna. So, hey, Riki,
Yeah.
remember that conversation we had a while ago about astral projecting?
Yeah.
Would you still be able to do that?
I think so.
Okay. I may need your help then.
Okay.
If you're okay with that, that is.
I suppose I am.
Okay. Pretty much, I just need you to astral project me back to Supreme's place.
Right now?
Like Rodeo, so do you want me to do this now or wait?
Might as well get it done now.
Okay. I guess now then, guessing he's hopefully finished switching up his cores now?
Yeah, you switch with very little issue, and Riki will chant a little bit as she holds her hands together, and a small orb will appear between her hands before she looks at you. And now I have to figure out which one of these maps I need to take you to.
I'm sorry, what?
Now I have to figure out which one of these maps I need to take you to.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You're astral projecting, you aren't staying here. Remember?
Yeah, you're the only one that
Yeah.
gets to go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she presses the orb against you, and you feel weightless for a moment as you fly through the sky at a breakneck speed, unable to take in anything, before you suddenly appear in the same laboratory that you went to before, as you see Supreme working on the machine. As he pulls back, looking it over, and seems to be cleaning his hands with a rag.
Step forward. Hello again, brother.
Hello, Mark.
You know I was here?
You spoke. He said, looking at you, it would be difficult to not know you were here if you speak to me.
He got a point.
Yeah. Huh. So how are things coming along with the machine?
Nearly finished.
Oh. And are you expecting me to keep up my end of the deal?
I have not decided on that as of yet.
I mean, hypothetically, what would happen if I had to go back on it?
I would simply do the job myself.
Oh,
Taking down Charlie would be very simple.
Oh no.
huh. Okay.
He is on it. He is as the simplest way to put it is a one-trick pony. He's only good at one thing.
But you're good at other things?
Yes. He says, turning towards you and goes, "I'm good at everything."
So what? Fighting, dodging, inventing,
Yes,
music?
if need be. Though I have very rare occasions do I need to be proficient in music.
There's been an occasion where you've had to be good at music?
I was challenged by a strange halfling to a contest.
You won?
Of course I won.
So what, been curious about something. How did you beat Hunter Max?
It was very simple. While he is immune to most things, he is not immune to everything. I simply took advantage of what he was not immune to.
What was that?
Should I recreate him, I would rather you not know.
Okay.
You need to get yourself some water, man.
You got some tea, Matt? Matt?
But I mean,
Sorry?
You need yourself some water or some tea, my guy.
I was
some
drinking
tea,
water
Matt.
and this happened.
Ah,
Choked.
the good
No.
old. You can't drink now.
No, no, even worse than that. I drank water and it made my mouth drier.
The fuck?
What?
How's
Yeah,
that happen?
I'm in a very dry, dusty room perpetually. And whenever I drink, the water makes it worse.
You need to get a humidifier, dog.
Yeah, I do. I just don't have anywhere to put one.
but you have to take some time to actually be able to not get past his immunities. Be able to dodge him because he seems pretty agile. Shit.
I am.
How? I feel like
Calculation.
calculations.
Correct.
How do you calculate how someone's gonna move?
Beings are predictable. Everything in this world is predictable. While the calculations seem limitless as to what is going to occur, when it boils down to it, it is simple to predict what will occur at any given time with simple calculations.
Huh. Suppose that is true.
And given my intelligence I can make educated guess as to what will occur at any given time and react in turn.
So kind of like you're just able to see the future if you're just calculating all the time.
A crass but not entirely illogical way of putting it, I suppose.
Huh. What about your other ones, the other hunters?
What of them?
I mean, I'm guessing you beat them the same way,
I had no reason to beat them.
but aren't they like Hunter Max?
No.
What
All
do
of
you
them
mean?
have their own personality. Hunter Max just happens to be more rambunctious than the others.
I mean, more or less, you didn't beat them when they in their previous lives.
They are no longer those, and that is not who we are talking about. I have made them into new, better beings. What they were previously no longer matters.
Sorry, I think I missed it. What do you want to even gain from all this?
I hope to gain nothing.
So you just want to change people and make them into creations?
Correct.
So why?
Because they are too illogical.
Wasn't the better choice just to try to reason with them?
How do you reason with something that does not think logically?
You appeal to them. No, you appeal to them.
I do not have time to try to appeal to those who cannot think correctly. My time is too precious.
That still doesn't explain the reason as to why you want to just apply that to everyone on this realm.
I do not understand as to why.
Well, would it not just be better just to leave people to their own devices and let them do what they want to do?
No,
It's a waste of your time. It seems kind of productive to force them to do something than force them to be a certain way when you could just leave them be.
leaving them be makes them plot against me. Makes them decide to attack me, or to waste my resources, or to attempt to steal from me. The unfortunate fact of the matter is that they, quite frankly, cannot be trusted to keep to themselves, because that goes against everything they stand for. They have an insatiable curiosity that leads some of them to death. And rather than resist the urge and simply think, they decide to go with their reckless impulses. And I, quite frankly, cannot tolerate that.
So then why not just leave?
I will, when the time comes. But this place is of interest to me. It has resources I cannot attain anywhere else.
I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of hard for you to leave if that thing is going to be locking everyone out.
It will not impede me.
I should have asked more questions about astral projecting, because I want to try something.
Okay.
Am I still able to do things while I'm astral projector, or am I just pretty much an illusion?
You have a physical body so long as you are astral projected.
With all
By
my
all
stuff on it, too?
Yep.
So pretty much everything I have is still on me here.
Sort of. If he takes something from you, he will not actually take something from you. You have...
But I can still
ha-
do things, too.
Yes.
Blow it up.
Oh boy, that is good to know.
Bitch, I might be.
I mean,
Light ether battery. Boom.
if it works, it works.
Yeah,
Let's see. Your astral bodies resemble your mortal form in almost every way, replicating your game statistics and possessions. So, yeah. You literally are still armed with everything.
Okay.
Gun dagger to the light ether battery. What it gonna do?
They're gonna end this realm is what I'm gonna do.
Maybe. Who knows what kind of feedback loop that can cause?
So I'm guessing that's why you wanted this then? As he kind of pulls out the gun dagger.
No. I wanted to refine that.
Refine it.
Correct.
How do you refine something that's unpredictable?
You make it to where it does very specific things. You
It
refine
already
it.
does specific
You make it orderly. You make it to where you know the outcome and can make whatever outcome you wish of it to come true.
Huh. And he'll kind of look at it and like... So you're telling me you think you're smarter than the gnomes? As he kind of tinkers with the gun dagger a little bit, and is going to turn a knob on it.
Oh
So,
no!
so what are you doing?
Oh
Are you trying to
no!
do this
You're going
secretly?
suicide bomb.
What?
Are you trying to do this secretly?
Yes, he's trying to just make it seem like he's kind of just messing around with it.
Sleight of hand.
Honestly, the ball's on you. I probably would just been like right in front of him.
Yeah, but it's kind of odd. If he only had I remember last time he had a medium, so
Well, you got the rogue stat, so hopefully you do well.
yeah, I need to see what I can do here to try to.
Actually, I like this character concept as a whole. Just a thing that can switch between characters.
Only two, so. Oh god.
I'm not sure that's good enough.
No, as you say the sentence, right as your hand touches the dial, Supreme goes, "I would not continue your course of action," as you click it, showing he already seems to know what you're up to. It would not be advisable for you.
Why'd he say that?
Are you aware of what I am capable of, should you decide to do whatever it is you're planning?
Well, considering you've created one of the strongest enemies we've ever faced, you said that he couldn't hit you, and you literally are planning on turning everyone in this realm into a literal being with no emotions or bettering themselves. I think I know exactly what I'm doing, as he then is going to pull out the light ether battery.
Oh shit!
Fucking. This
Very
went
well.
from 0 to 100 to 1,000.
Very well. I will let you continue your course of actions. He says, and I need you to roll a perception check.
Uh-oh.
For a brief moment, you see a single bolt of black electricity course all the way through Supreme's body as he stands and he watches you.
suspicious.
Proceed.
Oh God.
Proceed.
Oh god.
He
Okay.
says, motioning his hand.
Alright. He's going to hold up the light ether battery. You wanna make a deal?
I'm waiting.
Oh my god.
This light ether battery is one of the other few things I think could help improve you. On the other end, you have the gun dagger that you want to refine. If I get you this light ether battery, will you stop chasing us?
No.
Damn, just straight up no, okay.
Now that you have given me a look of that battery, I am more than capable of recreating it. Making a better version of it as well.
Mother of mercy.
What
I
the
believe-
fuck?
I believe that belongs in Waverly's tech. Primitive, but
How?
How?
How
In
does he
it,
know
though.
Waverly?
in its
Hold
own
up.
way, capable.
Man, we're fighting God. I was just.
We
How
need to stop
does he
letting
know
Mark
who
do
Waverly
this. He
is?
keeps making the current big bad stronger.
Now then, if you wish to continue with your current course of actions, he motions a single hand towards you. Go ahead. Do it.
Wait.
This motherfucker pulling a death on me. Alright.
Oh, you
So be
bastard.
it. As he kind of starts to
That-
point the gun towards
You
the
bastard, Jordan.
battery. And as quick as he can, he's going to try to point the gun towards the machine and shoot.
Okay. You fire the gun, and you watch as the bullet speeds toward it, and then you watch as Supreme raises his left hand and waves it, at which point a gate opens above a very familiar city, as the bullet is now in the skies above Haven.
Ah, fuck!
And as soon as the gate opens, it closes, and he goes, I would recommend you get back to Haven, Mark.
God damn it, Mark.
And,
He escaped. He
and
fucking escaped.
I would not recommend trying this again. I will not be so welcoming after that incident.
I'm gonna kill you. And then he's just gonna try to ask protect back. Motherfucker has a gate spell.
Elle's gonna look to Mark. How'd it go?
We need to check on the city.
What happened?
He has an ability that lets him decide where I'm going to shoot. I attempted
Did you
to
shoot the gun dagger?
Yes.
Where's the bullet?
What?
He opened it up over Haven.
Edel's just gonna run outside.
Okay.
God damn it, my monitor keeps turning off.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, it is. I have to fix it. So she's going to look up at the sky, desperately trying to spot a bullet.
Okay, so. Rollable perception checks.
Oh boy.
What did you do?
Adel, Beastie,
That's supposed to be
That's
Jubilee,
smart.
not Scalodius, but whatever. And this is Scalodius.
Oh, are we all outside now?
Sure.
Oh,
Okay.
George has no idea what's about to happen to his home. Oh, I shouldn't have turned that
And
fucking
it's
gun. I should have just
and it's
fucking
Mark's
shot
fault.
the thing. I just fucking shot the fucking machine.
You really are literally your worst enemy.
You really are.
Yeah.
I gave you a hint that something was amiss.
Yeah.
He did not take the hint.
How the fuck does he know Waverly? That's gonna bother me now.
Because Tempest knows Waverly?
Oh yeah, that is a good point, actually. He was
Alright.
probably there when Tempest met Waverly.
God damn it, I overthought it then.
So, everyone who rolled above a 15, as you all look to the sky, you actually see a small gray trail going across the sky.
Okie dokie. How...
What if we tried shooting it?
Adel's going
Damn
to
it.
then grab Squib.
Hold him in front of her face.
Squib!
Please be in that one. Please be in that one. Please be in that one.
Squib!
Yeet.
We're going to try something that is incredibly reckless, but if we don't do it, everyone in the city might die. Are you ready?
Okay. No.
She points to the bullet. Remember those gloves I gave you? Are you wearing them?
Yes.
Good. You're going to catch that bullet.
But
What?
the bullet is way higher than 500 feet.
Yeah, she's going to go up to it. She's going to time it, go
Hold
up to
on,
it
hold
with
on.
Squib, and try and
Hold
catch
on.
it.
Why not take the monk?
That's actually a good point.
Oh yeah,
Looks
that's...
to child, and then looks back to Adel.
They could both
Switches
catch
child.
it.
Switches goblin with child.
Yeah, we're about the same weight.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but which
I think
one
this
is
will work better.
better though, the glove or the monk?
I would say the monk with a 20 in both stats required for this.
Okie
Well, I
dokie,
mean,
monk it
Worst
is.
case scenario, we can do. Why not both? Holds goblin.
Oh yeah, alright Jubilee. When I say go, we have to get up there, and they'll try and catch the bullet.
Let's talk more go.
Yep. And she, let's see, she is going to time it so that they can teleport in front of it when just the second it gets into range. So 300 feet up. Actually, hold
This
on.
is a dangerous
Let's see.
game of chicken.
Oh, it's 500 feet. Okay, never mind. We
Yep.
can just do it right now.
Well, we need to remember, we need to survive the trip down.
I have an idea for that. Alright,
Because I don't.
so she is going to
I have
take
an idea for that. Good, I don't.
Squib
Love
up.
that.
Take Squib up towards the bullet and try and hold him up so he can
I
catch
guess
it.
I'll take. I guess I'll take Ophi.
Hold on. Hold on.
You didn't expect this.
Well, it's not that I expected that. It's
The consequences that are happening next.
Man, Hubert is going to murder the fuck out of Mark, man.
Now if George doesn't try to murder him first.
So the problem is that the bullet has already taken effect, so that's not the problem.
What are we dealing with then while we're up here?
The after effects.
Mark didn't go all the way to not this one.
Mark, did you just cast Meteor?
Is this Did you just pull a Sephiroth? No, did you just pull a Frieza on this city?
Did you just pull a Majora's Mask? No? Nobody?
No, I got it. I'm just busy pulling up the Frieza theme to be used. What? It's appropriate here.
What, from Resurrection F?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that'll work.
No? Oh.
No, I said, yeah, that'll work.
Oh. Alright, then in that case, I'll send it.
I got it.
Okay. Pretty sure that's pretty appropriate for the situation at hand right now. There it is.
I can't believe this situation just escalated so fucking quickly. Question is,
Okay.
how do we stop it?
So,
You-
We might need the third monk.
as they're all going up, Mark, you're watching, and suddenly the gray streak that you saw pulses outward. And as soon as it does, you don't hear anything. And as you look around, you see everyone frozen in place.
Oh.
Oh.
Time stop.
Oh no.
Oh, it's worse than time stop.
Oh no.
Is this a whole ass freeze?
Yo, it might, I think I know. I might know what it might. What it might
So everyone
be.
made a stone now?
Let's see. Let's see.
Not like I can counterspell a bullet, can I?
You wouldn't be able to counterspell this anyway. This is too
Nat
powerful.
20s happen.
This is too
Nat-
powerful to be countered.
Nat 20s happen.
So, Mark,
Yeah.
what level are you?
12.
Congratulations! You have 12 days worth of stop time to yourself.
What?
What? Huh?
It is time stop.
Wait,
It's worse than time stop.
so what is it then?
It's true time stop. A 12th level spell.
Meaning, wait, 12th level?
Up
Yep.
level.
12th level.
So, to put that in context, remember when Niall was making a spell? He made a 10th level. This is 2 levels above that.
Oh.
So...
And I think it's a level below Karsus's folly.
So, Mark, you have 12 days to yourself, as everything on this plane of existence, as far as you know, is frozen in time.
Freeze the music.
Oh.
No
What the
music.
fuck?
No, it's not just the city. Everything on the plane, period.
Okay.
So what do you
Can
want
kill
to
the
do?
big bad.
So what do you want to do with your 12 days of free time?
Jeez, what the fuck? Huh?
Think you can go kill the big bad in 12 days?
What the huh? Hold on a minute. Huh?
The motherfucking World Requiem right here.
That,
Golden Requiem.
It didn't hurt anybody,
yeah.
but you did freeze the entire plane of existence
Zawardo!
Yeah.
for 12 days.
He literally Zawardo'd everything.
The thing that sucks is that I don't think he'll have enough time to fucking go for his original objective. Okay. So for one day, can he try to fuck?
He can try to fuck all he wants to, but I don't know how successful he'll be.
Okay, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't think he has the bolts for that.
I don't know if he'd be able to, but could he try for a day to actually protect himself back over to fucking what's his name's place?
No,
Fuck.
because you needed Riki's help for that, and Riki can't move at all.
Yeah. Does it look like anything else happening to the city, or is it literally just the time stop?
You piece it together. The bullet just hit time stop. It didn't do anything else.
Jesus Christ, is a fucking
Yet.
part of that gun that causes the time stop. Okay. Right, I expect this. You cannot just dump that on me.
The fun part about the highest setting is you don't get to roll the D100s.
Yeah, it's good to know.
The DM gets to roll whatever the DM rolls, and then the effects happen.
Oh no. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to
You
figure
won't
out.
go back.
what
You
the
didn't miss
fuck-
anything.
you do not understand how much worse this would have been.
Yeah, no, I think I do. This entire city could have just gotten destroyed.
Oh no! Not only the city, there is a. You know what? That one's gonna be fun in case you ever do this again.
Oh no, you're about to traumatize Mark.
Be a shame if the Chrono Elemental came by. I was just like, what the fuck did you do?
No, don't worry. If the one I'm talking about triggers, Mark won't have any time to worry about it.
Yeah, we'll
Oh.
never have to worry about anything ever again.
Yeah, it'll be like a realm nuke. What can this man do in 12 days? What the fuck?
He can read a book, write a book, book a holiday for his book.
He could
I
sleep.
rolled. Can I roll with me to see if he just goes utterly insane from this?
I mean,
Make a language.
that would be a wisdom saving throw, but you wouldn't have to go insane.
Yeah, it's only 12 days.
Yeah, people go.
It's only 12 days, but it's going to be the consequences of his actions that's going to be stuck
Usually it
with him
takes
for
about a
12
month.
days. What I'm looking at is that like he's killed Edosar Day, and now 2 days later he's frozen time for 12 days. Doesn't have anyone to talk to, and is just stuck by himself.
I'm sure Supreme's fine. You can talk to him.
Don't worry. I've already rolled, and you're going to have a friend in about 2.
Oh.
That's not a
Oh,
joke
no.
either.
Oh no. I mean, he'll.
You know what? We need Mark on this. So I'm gonna go get Mark's token while you.
Oh no.
While you think about that.
Mark's day off.
Yeah, Mark's 12-day
Mark's
vacation.
Yeah, Mark's fortnight off.
Yeah, that's something Mark could do. He could play Fortnite for a
So,
fortnight.
What are you gonna do for 2 days? Because you definitely won't go insane in 2 days. I can promise you that much.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Mark is probably gonna try to. I mean, I guess since it's first, he's probably gonna try to look around city, see if he can find anyone who isn't time stopped.
Roll perception. Nope. Everyone that you can see is frozen in time.
All right. So I guess the next day, he's gonna have an idea because he's by himself, and this is gonna go terribly. He's gonna go and find Adolsar Day's body,
Okay.
which
well,
actually that's in the air. Fuck.
Yeah, it's 300 feet, 500 feet in the air.
Yeah, you can't find her because she's way over that way in the
God damn,
sky,
that was the
and
one
you
other
can't
idea I had at the moment.
can't fly.
I mean, he could probably stack things.
Yeah, just get a bunch of ladders. They're not gonna fall over.
Yet.
Maybe.
I mean, depending on Mark doesn't know he's gonna get a friend there, so
No, just a house of cards, some folding ladders, and then hope for the
I
best.
guess. Fuck me. All right. It'll probably take a lot longer than 12 days for him to reach not Tempest's place, fucking Supreme's place, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Fuck. Yeah, I guess he could try to go around.
Also, DM to player, even if you did make it there, it would end very badly for you.
Oh god. Fuck. That's for the second day. He might try to go and
So we're we're moving on. Are we moving on to day 2 already?
Well, I guess first he's gonna look around. He's gonna go check on the. He might go check on Azazel with at the state and see if anything's gonna happen there.
She is also frozen in time, and it seems that she was in the middle of a conversation with Ramiel. You don't know. You don't know what's being said because they're not talking anymore. But you know.
Huh. Well then, he's probably gonna go back to where everyone else was at the end and just wait and
Okay.
see if anything happens.
Roll perception. Oh, you're going back to the end. That makes this way easy.
You know, actually, something just occurred to me. How would Mark know it's 12 days?
He wouldn't.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying he'd probably just go insane because he doesn't know when it would end.
Yeah, poor guy's gonna go nuts.
No, he's not. He's about to have a friend soon.
Is it the goose?
Whether or not said
Oh,
friend is
no.
friendly is a different question.
Hey, he didn't roll high enough to see the goose going around, so
I feel if
no.
he saw the goose, he
Was it
actually would have
27?
been
I
done.
think.
Guys,
high
we
enough?
forgot something.
no, the 12 was what you were rolling.
Oh my god, it's
Guys.
gotta be one of the hunters, ain't it?
No, time elemental. Not again.
Mark, as you're sitting in the inn, as you don't really... Oh, George, you're not supposed to be here, because you were outside. As you're sitting in the inn, you begin hearing something. And it's odd to you, and it's very eerie, because it's the sound of a violin.
Eh?
Oh.
Yo.
What the fuck?
And
Death is coming for you.
you look towards the door as it gets closer, and you see the door open, and you hear soft footsteps. Has a very familiar face. Walks into the inn, looks around very quietly, walks behind the bar, steals 10 bottles of alcohol, and then walks to the table and sits
What?
down.
Mark's just gonna look at him and just. How?
It was really easy. He's not moving after all.
Wait, what?
I had to do it.
I assumed you were asking me how I stole all of this alcohol, he says as he pops the bottle. You see the cork go 2 inches away from the bottle and immediately stop before he begins drinking.
No, I don't. He's gonna take a deep breath. I don't mean that. I mean, how are you moving?
Oh. I just didn't feel like stopping. In all honesty, this was very convenient. With how abruptly you all left, I didn't get to say goodbye to you.
I mean, I said goodbye though.
Yeah, but I didn't get to say goodbye to all of you, which I can't do now because they're going to be stuck that way for a while. But that's okay.
Huh. But why did you need to say goodbye to all of us?
He just smiles to himself and goes, I like you all. He then leans back in his chair, props his feet up on the table, and goes, how are you doing?
Terrible.
Understandable.
Everything is frozen. I don't know what to do. Don't know how long this is gonna be like this. As he kind of just scratching his head.
You see Morty sniff the air a bit. He rubs his nose and goes, about 10 more days.
10.
Yeah. Look, kid, could be worse.
Yeah, I know.
Look, no harm, no foul. You're not intending on doing this again, are you?
Well, I don't know.
He says, shrugging as he goes back to drinking, and goes, at least none of your friends got hurt, right? They'll be
Oh.
fine. As soon as everything goes back to normal, of course.
Yeah, but I don't think anything's gonna go back to normal at all.
It will. Eventually.
No, it's not. I've
Why's
already
that?
killed one of them, and the reaction they're gonna have when they found out I stopped time for 10 days doing something dumb. I don't think it's gonna boil over well.
But you were trying to help, weren't you?
This is the third or fourth time I've been trying to help, and things just go terribly again.
Ah, the fates are cruel mistresses, aren't they? But ultimately, nothing bad came of this. Well, apart from your mental health, maybe.
I can think of two other things other than that are going bad from this.
Which would be.
The enemy that I was trying to stop now has the ability to make something I have that could have been my... at least give me some type of advantage. And on top of that, I can't even stop him from finishing that machine that he's made.
Friendly reminder, just because he has the ability to make it, doesn't mean he has the resources to.
I guess that's true.
And, with time stopped like this, assuming he's stopped, he's not working on it right now. And assuming he isn't stopped, he can't work on it right now.
Oh, that is also true.
So,
Are you able to... So what?
So, ultimately, no harm, no foul. Right? He then finishes the bottle and chucks it over his shoulder, and it does 2 twirls in the air and comes to a dead stop.
Are you able to make things move around you?
He does a so-so hand motion and goes, you and I can interact with things, sort of. For example, if you were to pick up that plate and throw it, it would go a little ways, but then it would stop. He then motions you to try to throw the plate.
You'll pick up the plate and throw it?
It goes a couple feet and then comes to a dead stop. See?
Huh. That still doesn't answer my question as to how you're just... I know you said you just didn't want to be stopped, but that doesn't explain how you're able to do that.
I'm stronger than the effect that caused this.
Huh. Okay.
Or we could be like I could be like my grandkid who can also stop time.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Or I could be a god. Who knows? Could be any number of things. I'm not a god though.
Yeah, you say you serve a god. Or devout to one? I don't remember.
Look, I know things are shaky. I know things are very strange right now. But it'll be okay. Promise.
What do you suggest I do for 10 days?
Well, I'm sure we can figure out something to keep ourselves entertained, right? I'll keep you company.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
We can sit here and talk. We can go for walks. If you're a bit on the morally... If you're less good, you could go around pickpocketing people. I mean, what are they gonna do to stop you?
Can I go murder somebody?
Jesus.
I don't care if you do, but I doubt you are going to make it to the person that you want to murder.
I kind of just sit back in his chair and rocking it a little bit.
This person you want to get back with, he seems to really press your buttons.
Yeah, more than by press on buttons. He's the one who caused this whole thing.
Yeah. But at least you can look on the bright side and know that none of your friends are hurt, right? Not much of a bright side, but you were worried about hurting them, and they're not hurt, right?
Yeah. Well, I think a couple of them are also a few hundred feet in the sky, so...
They'll figure that out. It'd be a little silly if between, what was it, 4 people who went in the air, they didn't have feather fall between them.
Mark's just trying to remember if any of them have feather fall as a spell, if ever used it.
Lol, no.
Lol, no.
You don't know about Squib.
Mark's gonna rub his chin and be like, I actually don't think they do, other than probably one of them.
Then they'll
And
be
even
fine.
And even then, his magic is sometimes isn't the greatest.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
And he pulls out a deck of cards, shuffles them a bit, and goes, "Want to play a game?"
Uno.
Sure.
He will then deal the cards. And are you going to play cards with him as long as this takes?
I mean, probably not the entire time he's just gonna play cards. He'll probably... Actually, he'll probably try to figure out a way for him to do the ether battery while he's here at some point, and ask the guy for help, maybe, if he can.
Like, put it into yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll roll a d20 plus your intelligence plus proficiency with advantage because you have literally 10 days to try and make this work.
Okay. Goddamn 0-4 intelligence. Alright.
Well, it isn't pretty, but over the course of the next 7 days, you do find a way to shuffle around your inner mechanisms without causing any severe ramifications for you to be able to plug the battery into yourself.
Oh, nice. Alright. I have no idea what this is going to do to me, but I guess we'll see at some point.
I don't know what it's going to do to you either.
How long has it been?
7 days.
I mean, since time first stopped.
Oh, 9 days. We got 3 left.
Okay.
And
Does that mean...
Yeah.
Does that mean demons aren't able to move into this realm if it's frozen?
he taps his chin to this and goes, they can still function outside of it, but assuming anything comes into this plane, they would immediately come to a stop, yes.
Okay. So then,
Unless they have time magic.
yeah, surprised one of those things hasn't shown up yet.
Oh, the chronomentals?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't come near me.
Oh. So, do you know anything about a god or demon with the name X in his name?
Down through done.
Yeah?
What about him?
I'm asking if you know anything about him.
I know a lot about him.
Like what?
I know he's pretty powerful. When it comes to terms of power, a lot of people rank him close to demigod. He likes to corrupt people. And if he were to ever get all of his scions active on one plane of existence at the same time, he would be able to come into that plane and pull it into his realm.
And when you say scion, you mean the people that
Have
wear the
their
amulets?
Yeah, have the amulets and are listening to every word he says, yes.
So you have to be listening to every word he says?
Correct. They have to be under his control. Because then they all go to this one special place, they do a fancy ritual, bring him here, he spends a few days going on a rampage, and then eventually just pulls the plane of existence into the abyss.
Huh. Man, that's good to know. So it's probably better that we keep these things separate.
You can keep them all together all you want to. You just can't have anybody, using them.
Yeah, but they wanted to keep them all kind of close to us, and if we do that, it's going to make it a lot easier for... I think it'd be a lot easier for them to just simply take us out and do it anyway.
He shrugs a bit to this, and then he looks over your shoulder and squints his eyes and goes, "What the fuck is that?"
Marco, look over.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yep.
Of course.
Hey, look, a
and-
Martian.
And when you look back, you actually hear what sounds like very distant ranting.
What?
What?
You hear another person.
Oh.
Another?
Oh no. He's
Oh,
gonna
no.
just kind of look towards the door and wait for them to come in.
You see a shadow pass by the windows, but it doesn't seem like they're going inside.
Well, Mark doesn't like not having company, so he's gonna go outside.
Come here, motherfucker! I want company.
I've only had the company of an old man. You're going to be my company now.
Be my friend, motherfucker.
All right. So as you come
What
outside,
the fuck?
as you come outside, you see a very pale, black-haired individual walking around, and he's looking around and he goes, "Why is everything on this plane frozen?
Oh.
What's going on?
Wow.
This seems like a fuck up I would do."
Oh
no.
no!
Marco just gotta say that might have been my fault.
At this, the person stops and slowly turns around, and he goes, "How are you moving?"
I'm the one who made the time stop.
Cool. What did you do?
I shot a gun. It
I
got
don't
gated.
know.
I shot a gun.
That raises more questions. That means Nilo's gun had a baby?
Let's also not forget that he did not shoot the gun in the city. Yet it started from the city.
Well, the one that I used was made by gnomes, apparently. And
The person just moves towards you and goes, "I'm blaming Ale. You can't stop me.
I don't know who that is.
You don't need to."
Yeah, this does seem like something Ale would do.
Anyway, not important. Why is everything frozen?
Well,
You shot a gun!
I shot the gun. The bullet is magical and has random effects, and the effect has made time stop for, as he kind of counts on his fingers, 12 days or 9 days so far.
Yeah, I know. I've been here for... He then thinks about it for a minute and goes, "Way longer than I probably should be." But point is, Normally, when time gets stopped, it's in one spot. It's not in one spot. It's everywhere.
Yeah. This thing is pretty strong. I
Ale
was trying to.
would have a field day trying to figure out how do you make one of those.
Nilo would have an aneurysm.
Okay, so for future reference, if you meet anyone named Ale, don't let him know that exists. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Good. He then gives you a thumbs up.
Who are you?
You can call me Obi.
Oh. Okay. It's nice to meet you, Obi. I'm Mark.
Pleasure to meet you. The only reason I'm here is I was talking to my friend Nilo, and a portal opened up, and a person was flung out of the portal into him, which was hilarious, by the way. But this person told us that we needed to come here to help people. And as Obi says this, he pulls out a compass and stares at it for a second, and then just looks straight up and goes, "That bitch in the sky, to be exact."
Yeah, that's Edo Sarde. She was trying to stop the bullet before time stopped.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you sure every place is stopped?
He just looks at you and goes, "I spawned in a goblin cave. I walked out of the goblin cave. I have been so far around this continent, nothing's moving."
And you just been walking the entire time?
I've been following the compass.
Yeah, but how'd you get here in 9 days if you've been all around the continent?
I can teleport.
Why do you keep presenting me with these things, Shore? So, can you...
Because we haven't
Can you
had enough
teleport?
chaos.
Define how far.
Ac-
Let me
Is
put
it
it. Let me put it to you this way: if there's a place I can go, I can get to it.
Oh, well then, he'll try to, in as much detail as he can, describe the fucking laboratory and what's around it.
That's gonna be a no from me,
Wait, why?
because there's a bubble of anti-magic around that
What?
active right now.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
are things still moving in it?
I mean, not as far as I can tell. But if I go in there, I'm going to be useless, and more importantly, I can't teleport in there.
He's been working for 12 days.
Oh my god, he's been working for 12 days.
9 days. You're on day
9
9.
days.
Nice job, Mark.
Can I interrupt? Just briefly, out of character.
Yep.
I was
No,
gone
we-
for like 15 minutes, I think. What the fuck?
Alright, so...
Mark turned the dial on the dagger as high as it would go and fired at the planner lock machine, to which Supreme responded by opening a gate between the bullet and the machine, causing the bullet to go over Haven. And then, when Mark came back and told everything that happened, time froze. Under the effects of a 12th level spell.
How did
I think he's foaming at the mouth.
how does the dagger make a 12th level spell? Those haven't even been done in who knows how
Bitch,
long.
I barely made a 10th level one.
The way that it happened,
Power of gun dagger.
Mark turned it up to the dial that's very clearly stated not to do it.
And it was like,
This
hey,
may
wasn't
be a
doing this
very
one.
old
What
gun
are you
dagger.
doing?
it was like,
Like,
hey, Mark, go and have a conversation with your brother and ask him not to build the machine. And then, a few minutes later...
What if I use gun?
That is not
Why
what
do we
the
keep
assignment
sending?
was.
Why do we keep sending him into negotiation things?
Because he's the only one that can go.
Get there.
I say we just stop trying to negotiate with the terrorist.
Literal bioterrorist. Okay, but
Is anyone a bioterrorist?
Chrono-terrorist at this point.
so Mark's gonna just sit there with like the closest thing you can probably see is like the concerned meme on his face, as he kind of comes to the realization that he's been working for 12 days.
9 days.
9 days. He's been working. He still keeps saying that he's been working for 9 days.
If it's any consolation to
9
you,
days.
anything inside the city wasn't moving, and I'm fairly certain only one thing was. And whatever they are, they're not working.
That still causes concern.
So,
Oh fuck me. Do you know a guy named Charlie?
yeah.
Can you get to him right now? He's
Oh.
on this plane.
Obi will disappear
And take
then-
me with. Okay.
and then immediately reappear and go, so Charlie was in the middle of eating.
Oh,
Is he still there?
Yes.
Can you bring him here?
I don't want to
Please.
get I don't want to get between that man and his food.
Then
If
bring
he's
the
still-
Bring the
food!
food with
You can
him.
bring the food with him.
Oh.
If you need help, I can bring it too.
He will then Obi will then disappear and reappear with a half a mile long table
what the?
of food with Charlie eating at it.
Wait, is he still moving?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
He
he's
is
still
frozen.
moving.
He is frozen in place, but it's very clear he was in the middle of eating. And Obi goes, "Ta-da! He's here."
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh, this man is going to be so confused when he unfreezes. He says, looking to Charlie,
Isn't he always confused to begin with?
and at which point Obi will just stare at Charlie for a while, and with a wave of his hand, will make a statue. Will make a statue of Valentine before.
Oh no.
Before he pulls a chair from the table and sits down and leans back and goes, "This is gonna be fun."
Who's that?
Oh, that's
He
Valentine.
wakes up. Oh my god!
Does Mark know who Valentine is?
You know what? I'll let you roll a history.
God, okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
Ada
Charlie
would have
about it
mentioned
before.
it a number of
Charlie
times.
has mentioned her before.
Adel's sister.
And Tauntaun
It'll-
talks about them a lot.
That's true. He has multiple points of reference.
So you know that Valentine is the only person Charlie is afraid of.
I feel like that's kind of fucked up.
I'm in.
Obi will just sit there before looking to Mark. And he stares at Mark for a really long time.
You're that kind of person, aren't you?
And then he just goes, "You know what? You're right. That might be too far for him."
Make him
He gets-
nude.
He gets frozen, put in a whole new place, and then there's just a statue of the thing he fears the most in front of him.
Yeah.
And it's gonna zoom halfway across the continent by the time he unfreezes.
Holy shit.
At which
Obi
point,
has restraint.
Obi will wave his hand, making the statue of Valentine disappear, and goes, "This is annoying."
The time freezing, or
Coming into a realm with frozen time, he says, taking a chicken leg out of Charlie's hand and begins eating.
Ah,
Almost makes him miss
However,
his
I
old
do
shenanigans.
I have one concern though. I don't know if you'll be able to get back home now.
Why?
The thing that I was trying to stop is that guy making a realm lock.
Oh, that's gonna suck. He says he doesn't seem too terribly bothered by it, and goes, "If he does it, I'll just have to nuke his city."
I mean, I told you the place I described to you is where his city is at.
Yeah, but until he is a problem to me, I'm not going to deal with it.
He's going to become a big problem for you, I can tell you that now.
And when he does, then we'll handle it.
So then, if he's going to be here's the thing. He's already made a god that was powerful enough to beat him. and the guy who made the person, and that isn't even the person that I'm talking about. That
Wait.
person,
He made something that could beat Charlie,
yes.
and he just stares at you as a slow smile goes across his face, and he goes, "Really?"
Why are you smiling at that?
Because Charlie hasn't had a fight like that in God knows when. The last time he had a fight like that, it was against Ares.
Yeah, and this guy made something like that, and that guy who made the thing that beat Charlie, he didn't even get scratched by the thing that beat Charlie.
Well, see, now I can't go and handle him.
What do you mean?
Charlie would be mad at me.
Huh?
Charlie likes to have a challenge. Charlie would get mad if I killed the guy who's the only person who can build him a challenge.
Yeah, but that guy also wants to turn Charlie into a machine.
Look, man, do you think I know how that thing's brain works? I'm fairly certain there's a mouse that runs on a wheel that sometimes takes breaks.
He already has someone who gives him a good challenge, and that's Zardak.
I don't know who
He's
that
literally... Think about like Charlie, but smarter. And runs a kingdom.
is. That's a terrifying thought.
Exactly, and he
How much
gives
more-
Charlie a good enough challenge.
Like, how much smarter are we talking here?
Able to run a city. He's able to run a city perfectly well. I think, was that Dark Ether he used? I think he's able to use Dark Ether.
Oh, so he could only keep up with Charlie because he had Dark Ether?
No, he was able to keep up with them relatively well without even using Dark Ether, but when both of them decided to go all out, they pretty much evenly matched each other and were fighting for days.
Only because of Dark Ether, he says.
Okay, so it was only because of Dark Ether. I think Charlie would find that to be cheating. He says, leaning back, he's very casual about all of this.
I don't. Okay, but
Charlie did get his ass
Here's my
beat.
logic: if that guy is going to be a big problem for us, do you think Charlie would care if he? Actually, I don't. You know him better than I do. I can't even.
Abso-fucking-lutely he would. I would not hear the end of it if I killed him before he remakes that guy.
Yeah, I have the soul of that guy. We can remake him anyway.
Are you sure?
Yes,
What was he made of?
I can figure it out.
But you don't know
God.
right now.
Yeah, but we can get that information easily.
How are we
No.
gonna get that information if I kill
My
him?
dad is a dragon who makes war forges. We can figure something out. We have all the time in the world, and we don't have any time if that guy is going to end up locking this plane out to not let us be able to get any resources, is going to literally turn everyone who's not already a robot into a robot by taking their souls. And now you have the power to go and stop him, and yet you're not going to.
Unless he's active.
He's going to be active. Why would we want him to be active when we could just stop him now if time is frozen?
But what if he's not frozen is what I'm pointing out.
Okay,
'Cause
then let me take care of the one thing we've been trying to take care of at least, and go destroy his machine. He won't expect me to be moving if he thinks that what happened is a big fucking fuck up from me. So the last thing he expects is me to just show up at the machine and just destroy it.
Okay, so
So
you want,
follow-up question: do you know how to astral project people?
even if I do, which I do, I can't astral project you into that city because it's under the anti-magic. I would have to transport you outside of the city, and you would have to sneak in.
I don't like that idea. I am very sneaky, but I don't like that idea. So wait, did he not? Can Mark try to remember if he had the anti-magic on, like, before then?
You wouldn't have been able to know that. Because you're not proficient with magic. And anti-magic doesn't, like, there's not this force field that goes outward. Anti-magic is just there. It looks no different. Zones of anti-magic look no different than just, places.
Okay, then. better plan that probably won't involve as many risks. How long can you make that astral projection last?
I don't. Let's see. Let's check the book. Let's see. The duration is special. So, for a long while, but since it's magical, the moment you enter the anti-magic, it'll break. Which is why I'm saying that it would have to be you.
Once again, that face of concern meme comes onto his face again. So I can either try to at least get something more positive out of this by doing something entirely reckless, or I can just wait. What do you think?
Personally, I would just wait. In my own experience, walking off on your own without a little minotaur to protect you is a very bad idea.
A what?
A little minotaur. You know, about yay high. He says, motioning to Thorgrim's height. Minotaur.
Pretty sure I've seen that one. I've seen him.
Oh, have you?
I think he came and got what's her name?
Yeah,
What's her
that
name?
yeah, that bastard fucking retired. Now he doesn't travel with me anymore.
He saw Tauntaun and was like, I'm not putting up with this shit no more.
He wanted to spend time with his wife, he says, doing quotation marks, and raise his family. I'm happy. I'm happy for him, though.
I'm
Okay,
happy
you
for
made
it,
it
but that fucking bastard!
You made it sound like you weren't. Also, I just had a thought. Do you think... Actually... Never mind, I wouldn't worry.
What's your thought?
There's a person who's been working on stuff for us, who's... I'm hoping he's been able to make a lot of progress since the time's been frozen for 9 days, but... I think if I bring him here, he'll also be frozen.
So don't bring him here.
I want to test it, but I don't know.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Do you know a person named Agam?
No.
Okay.
But if they are on this plane of existence, they're frozen. Mark, they are on this plane of existence.
Huh. Well, alright. Also, are you also just too stronger than this time thing? Is that why you're able to just move?
Oh, no. I am in agonizing pain right now, but I can just stop time anytime I want to.
Then what? Okay.
I can heal faster than I get hurt.
Huh, okay.
And let me tell you, does this fucking hurt?
Yeah. I mean, I promise to protect you. You think you'll be fine here, or do you want to just stay unfrozen?
I'll stay on. Well, honestly, if something were to happen, I could literally do this. And he stops moving for a minute, and then immediately starts moving again, and goes, I can literally pop in and out of being frozen and not frozen anytime I want to.
Huh. Okay.
But it's fine. Besides, I don't like being frozen in time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else here is happy about that.
Well,
I don't.
There was this one guy who could freeze time, and he beat the shit out of my friends while he was able to do it. And then, ironically, he says, pointing at Charlie, talked him down, apparently. I wasn't there for that, but I find that to be funny.
Him?
Yeah, him.
This
The
is
guy
how
who
we
wants to
lore
punch
drop everything from the first campaign.
Do what, Mark?
The guy who punches pretty much everything, is always looking for a fight, managed to talk to somebody.
That man can be very negotiable when he wants to be. Sometimes. Then there was the time that he threw a dude across the city because they were trying to arrest him. But you know what? Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I mean, I killed an entire army of soldiers because they were trying to kill me for some reason. Actually, technically, they were killing the people who I was lumped up with, and I didn't appreciate it, so yeah, they had to go.
Actually, you just gave me a thought. I don't know how, but you just made a thought cross by my mind.
I'm very good at that.
Oh no.
I was gonna think, is Devilish Dan exist on this realm?
He has told you he exists in a demiplane.
Huh.
Do with that knowledge as you see fit.
Alright, well, you wanna go meet somebody with me?
I want to say no, but I will because I don't think I have anything better to do.
Alright, actually, I feel so bad. Fuck me. No, I'm
Maybe
saying he's out of character.
Maybe after drinks there, bud.
No, I'm saying he's out of character. Actually, oh, might as well test it, if anything. He's gonna slide a card underneath a door and walk through.
Well, hello there, friend. How you doing?
Oh, you're not unfrozen.
Of
Or
course
frozen.
I'm not frozen. Only that place is frozen, he says, pointing it toward the door you came through. You could have come in. You could have come in here at any time.
That is a good. So wait, if still look back to Obi, can you? I'm sorry to ask this again, but can you test something for me?
Depends on what it is. Hey,
Can
wait a
you-
minute. You're the guy that slammed into Nilo. Yes, I am. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Devilish Donzo.
Can you bring Adel in here? The one that you called the bitch.
Fine. Obi says, and he goes back out the door as Devilish Donzo looks to you and goes, "How you been there, friend?"
Been better.
Ah, why is that?
Well, I froze an entire realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure how well I could take that other than,
I
Yeah.
would have handled it swimmingly. Probably would have gone for a swim too.
Yeah, well, that's, I wish I could do the same, but
Oh, why don't you? Does water make you rust? I have oil for that.
No, but I kind of wait for Adel to get here and see if this works, but then I may need to talk to you about ways to counter anti-magic.
Anti-magic? Oh, I hate that stuff. He says,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
Obi will walk in through the door. And Adel Sarday, you're suddenly in Devilish D's shop. You don't know how you got here.
Adel lets a small yell, then stops and stares at her hands and looks around.
Hi.
Mark? D?
Yeah.
Obitus?
It's Donzo, by the way.
D.
Donzo.
What happened? I thought we were catching a bullet. Am I dead? Again?
No, the effects took place in time may have stopped.
It stopped time?
Yeah.
It sure did. And Donzo will pull out a large pocket watch and goes, "For about 9 days." Oh, no, 10. He said,
I've
putting
been
it away.
frozen for 10 days?
No, you've been frozen for no time. He's just been active for 10 days.
What?
Adel stares at Mark. Looks like she's about to say something, but then holds it and then looks to Obitus. Thank you for coming.
It was his idea, he says, pointing at Mark.
Right.
I would have left you there.
I figured you would. That's the kind of person you are. But I'm glad that you're here nonetheless. With you here, we might stand a chance. So, Mark, she looks at him, you have some explaining to do. I sent you there to have a conversation with your brother, and now the time has stopped?
Do you want me to explain it the short version, or do you want me to explain everything?
Everything, please.
Alright, so we'll go through and explain the conversation he had, and then he'll end it with, yeah, and then I tried to shoot the machine in order to try to blow it up, and then he managed to teleport the bullet over Haven.
Adel, after listening to all this, just shakes her head a bit. Alright. Well, no harm done. Thankfully.
And as she says this, Obi will just go, I like you. And he is talking to you, Mark.
Wait, what?
I like you. You remind me of Charlie.
You did something incredibly reckless. Which is something Charlie would do.
Should I take that as a compliment?
You absolutely should. I love Charlie.
You probably shouldn't. He is a bit of a liability at that point.
No, I love him. I love how chaotic he is.
Yes, and I'm saying that it's a liability, so don't take it as one. Either way.
I'm getting mixed signals.
Obi will just lean in and go, I'm a bigger liability, I assure you.
That's not a good thing, Orbitus.
But in a positive news, I was able to install the battery into myself with the help of a friend. Not him, but someone else.
And who is this person?
Remember that guy who was playing music at the end back in the other place?
Morty?
Yeah, he can move too. He said it was like he was just stronger than the whole time stop, so he was just able to move.
That's a scary thought.
Just how strong is that guy?
Yeah, I said he wanted to say bye to you guys, but I don't know why he wanted to do that.
Yeah, we barely even talked. Don't know why I'd want to say bye to us.
I think he said something about friends or something like that. Or saying goodbye to friends. I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Okay. Oh, I've never met him before. Anyway.
Yeah.
So...
should we? Do you think it'd be better to bring everyone else in here so
it would
everyone
be
kind of...
a great idea to do that, yes.
I disagree with you both wholeheartedly.
Why?
Do you realize how many people that would be?
Not everyone. I mean, all of
in
our...
a very small shop.
All our friends.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
That's to who I am referring.
Are you going to stop us?
How big do you think my shop is?
Again, are you going to stop us?
I can lock the door.
Are you going to?
Maybe.
Alright, I guess it'll just be us for now, Mark.
I mean, what about just the core group?
And he says maybe, a hand will slowly go towards both of you. Unless...
No.
Oh, fine then. I didn't want your money anyway.
You're a terrible liar.
Well, I mean, if anything, I could just go out there and pickpocket a lot of people.
You want to steal?
I mean, if he wants gold and will give a shit for it, then...
have you not learned anything from your... And then she pauses. Actually, Tempest would probably be okay with it.
I mean, also could give us a good advantage of, you know...
If you're asking for my permission, I'm not going to give it to you, Mark.
I'll give you my permission, though, Mark. Obi says unhelpfully.
Jesus Christ. This is gonna be like just the two fucking things on his shoulders, consciences.
If you pickpocket people in frozen time, I'm going to tell George.
Okay, I won't do it.
Good.
I'll modify his memory so that he doesn't remember.
Oh Obitus,
Huh?
I asked you to come here to help, not to hinder.
I am helping.
No, you're not. You're being
Okay,
annoying.
okay.
You remind me
So-
of Tauntaun way too much.
Hey, that's very rude. I existed before him.
You still remind me of him. It's almost
If
as
anything-
if he's your predecessor or something.
If
Or your...
anything, he reminds you of me.
Okay, back to my core. My first question would it be okay if we just brought in like 3 more people?
Donzo will hold a hand out to you.
He'll hand him like 2.
Adol will just...
Good enough.
Okay.
All right. Can you get Thorgrim, Tauntaun, and Jubilee?
And
Gonna,
can you...
And he'll
And can
gonna
you...
leave out Tall Dog and Broody?
and Hubert, and he'll kind of describe what they all look like, because he doesn't know if Obitus knows them or not.
Also, if you take those 2 down, there will be 2 people in the air. Ophi and Squib, a goblin and a lizard child. Please
Ophi's
place them on the floor.
Ophi looks like he's a monk. He'll be fine.
Please place them on the floor, Obitus.
Okay, I will place them on the floor, but I have to find a house to put them in, he says as he leaves.
Whatever. He's like Tauntaun, but even more childish. I didn't even think it was possible. I guess the legends weren't exaggerated after all.
I wish I had thought about this before.
Of what?
The fact that I could have just gone to devilish Donzo's place and just fucking unfroze everyone.
Yeah, we could have sat here. We could have wrote a book. Read a book.
Or book a hotel for your book, right?
Book a holiday, and my book is having a great time on his holiday.
Right.
And as he will pull out a crystal orb, and you do actually see a book sitting in a beach chair on a beach.
I'm
Reading a human.
I'm fairly certain if you spent any more time here, you would have gone insane or would have gone bankrupt, Mark.
No, I thought I was gonna go insane when I remember that everyone else was frozen. I didn't know how long it was gonna be.
Eventually Obi will return, pushing Jubilee, Thorgrim, Hubert, and Tauntaun into the door before promptly heading back out.
Oh.
Ah! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Hello, everyone.
Thorgrim
Why-
fell over. Ow.
What's going on?
Why are we in this shop?
It's because when Mark had a conversation, quote-unquote, with his brother, he ended up firing his gun. His brother redirected the bullets over Haven, and the effect of it was, well, stopping time across the entire realm. Time has been stopped for 10 days.
Hubert will then look to Mark and go, He wasn't working with you, so you decided to kill him?
Yeah.
Good job.
So you had a conversation in violence.
So, did you turn it up to the part of the dial that said, don't go here?
No, it was the what are you doing one.
You
Oh.
have been listening to Tauntaun way too much.
Hey, I am a great influence, I will have you know.
No, you're
And I
not.
said if I didn't flip the nod, this probably wouldn't have happened, but...
How am I not?
You're just
One of
not.
my biggest role models is right here.
Guys, we got more important things to worry about.
Well, time has been stopped. What can we do about it?
Wait,
Fuck around and find out.
wait for a blonde guy to yell Tokyo Tamai.
Well, from what
What?
what Morty said, I still have at least 3 more days of time being stopped, so... I don't know what's gonna happen to you guys if you go back out there, but...
Well, assuming it acts like a usual time stop spell, nothing would have happened. It would have been as if a moment had passed for us.
No, I mean, like, you guys are good now, but if you go back over there, I'm assuming you guys are just gonna end up getting stopped again.
We would have, yes.
What? I pretty much brought you all here for... Well, pretty much because I figured if Obi was able to just get people in here, this could have been a good option.
Well,
For
it
when we
was
talk.
a smart option, Mark.
Adol, can I borrow your goggles for a moment?
She'll hand them over.
We will put him on. Just kind of look over Adel Sarday's shoulder.
As you put him on, you see Devilish Donzo suddenly nude, going, "I would really appreciate you not looking at me naked."
We'll get by. We'll go over that later.
Wait, what?
Also, seriously?
Hold on. Her putting on the goggles made something disappear? What does that mean?
Yeah, it means that putting on goggles of invisibility makes me look naked.
Does that mean your clothes are... No, they... What?
That means he's a pervert.
It means that I have things here that are hidden away with invisibility, and this is the quickest way to make people stop doing that. Maybe you should
Look,
ask
I'm not looking through your stuff, if that helps.
Take the goggles off.
Can I see?
Alright, in a minute. And
Please, and
I'm
thank
gonna look
you.
outside
No,
the door.
I said now. I have true sight. There's nothing here.
I mean,
Yes, but is there something outside with our friends? Can I look outside to see?
No,
Without
there's nothing.
Jubilee,
There's-
if anything, just give me the goggles and I'll use them for the next few days.
There's nothing out
That's actually
there.
not a bad idea.
Stop being paranoid.
How do you
Jeez.
know that there's nothing out there?
Because I looked.
When?
Whenever he opened my door,
Hill shrugs. Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of looking for something that teleported with us, so we're trying to see who it's following.
Again,
Yeah.
Jubilee,
If
we're not
anything,
going
I'll
to...
be-
We're not gonna find it by being paranoid. We'll just have to
And
wait
that-
for it to show itself.
and that thing isn't even invisible.
Told you.
What? Well, what is it then?
It's a golem.
And it's hiding outside of the city, most likely.
Is it?
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely.
Is it?
Most likely.
Devilish?
I'm not answering that question.
You're
No.
just not answering it? Oh.
I mean, not without computation, of course.
I'm like dirt poor.
You should probably stop relying on Devilish D for your answers, Jubilee. It is not
Not like anything else gives me answers around here.
It's not economically viable.
Mark's also gonna raise a point. There's also a couple of other things. So I don't know if it was actually him, but when Obi came back, apparently there was someone still moving in back at Supreme's place.
Most likely Supreme.
Yeah, but he also there's an anti-magic field around it.
If...
So he...
Hold on. If there's an anti-magic field around it, then why is Supreme the only one moving? Everyone should be moving in there, then.
Well, it could have been the fact that it could have been the fact that if he was still able to move after the time stop happened, he could have just gone, activated the field, and then, could have just kept moving in case anything happened.
Also, technically, that dagger ain't magical, but, whatever.
If the dagger isn't magical, then why'd he put up the anti-magic field to begin with? Unless it was
That's just
always
all-
there.
Unless it's
That's
always
always
been
there.
up.
Then we're probably not... It's probably not a good idea for us to go there, then. Most of us rely on magic in combats, and I don't think I can talk him down. Especially after you shot at him.
There was no reasoning with him at all with what he wanted. He literally is only trying. He has no motivation other to do this other than humans are illogical.
Well, that's where compromise must be made.
His compromise was literally turning everyone into a machine.
Mark,
Instead of killing us.
fighting someone is a last resort. It's always a last resort. But in this instance, if we fought him, no if, ands, or buts, we would lose.
I get that. I'm trying to tell you that there's no way to talk to him, period.
So, the only other option is to lure him out of his city. And the only time that happened was... Actually, no, that wouldn't even work because that was probably not even the real him. Most likely, he's using a similar technique a similar strategy to the puppeteer, and that the real him never leaves that area. He sends out his copies.
Well, I do also have a tiny plan that I could do, but it's extremely reckless again.
And that plan is?
Sneak in and destroy the machine.
Don't.
Why not?
Because every single time you came face to face with him alone, things escalated in a negative sense.
Yeah, I think
Stop seeing your brother. It keeps fucking everything up.
first thing he won't see me. I'm just gonna be sneaking around.
He is able to see the future.
Theoretically.
He's not able to see the future, actually.
Then what can he
Unless
do?
he was lying to me, he said he just calculates to pretty much get the most, I guess, predictable outcome.
So he
figures out the most
predicts the
outcome
future.
like that. He pretty much just predicts it and makes calculations for
So it is portents then.
In which case,
Not true clairvoyance, it's portents.
well, in which case, you going in there on your own, like you have every other time that you've come face to face with him, would be something he would expect and calculate.
What if we did something he couldn't expect?
Which is?
Well, we all know it's a bad idea to go in with all of us being magic based into there. Why not do it?
How many
You
times
would
have
never
we,
see that coming.
how many
Julie,
times have we
there-
done terrible ideas?
There are easier ways to die.
It's too reckless and it's too risky.
I feel like, Jube, I appreciate where you're going with this, but there's a fine line between unpredictable and just plain stupid. I find
Well,
Tauntaun crosses that line a lot.
Mate,
Well, I mean, one thing he'd find unpredictable would be a nuke hitting a city, but someone doesn't want to do that.
Yes.
I am perfectly fine with doing that, Obi says immediately.
I am
Yes.
as well.
Because
Well,
We're just
Will you do that?
machines.
both of you are very similar and have no impulse control, nor barely much of a moral compass.
Hey,
Hey!
I have
We
plenty
have
of
plenty.
I have plenty of impulse control. I just don't care about people.
Your impulse control is your husband and your wife, and your impulse control isn't here at the minute, Tauntaun.
If we're being honest, Obidus, there's no people there anyways. It's all machines.
And, need I remind you,
We're not
she
killing anyone except an
points-
enemy.
She points outside. That's happened with time because things escalated violently. And two, yes, those are people. All those machines have souls. You can't ignore
Yeah,
that.
and then they'll leave. I actually can't ignore that because they're all, people we're probably gonna have to kill anyways.
Yeah, I kinda-
I hate to say it, but Tauntaun's right on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think how we can avoid.
Fine.
Not to mention, if we kill Supreme, for all we know, they all die anyways.
Ignoring the
In the
moral
way
ignoring the moral implications of this.
Well, you wanted to talk about morality.
Let's say you nuke him. Yes. You go into his home, you unleash a nuke. I honestly believe that has a 50% chance of working. Maybe even less than that. It might work, sure. But what if he survives? What if
Yeah,
you go into
I mean,
his
if he
town
survi-
and you escalate things to that level? This is what happened when you shot at him. What do you think will happen if you leave a nuclear weapon in his back door?
Yeah, he probably
Yes,
has a
and
backup
talking
plan.
to him also got us locked off from the other realm, or attempted to, remember? Neither
That-
option has been good right now.
That was Mark
the way
talking to you.
I see it is the times I've talked to him has only escalated, which is what he probably expects me to do again. If he doesn't expect a straight up violence, then I think the benefits of it outweigh the negatives. If we nuke his city, that gets rid of his anti-magic field, a lot of his clones, the machine that's locking down this realm, and he's gonna have to rebuild all that.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Adel, but I know you're trying to take the pacifist route here, as you always do, and I applaud you for it. But don't forget, you needed my help to talk to Gretchen. And if you need my help to do something like that, well, I don't think getting through to Supreme is gonna work.
Yeah, no offense, Edelsarday. You're kind
I
of batting
also-
like 0 for 2 right now.
Mark's also gonna raise his hand up and say, I don't think she's talking about completely reasoning with him and changing his objective. I think he means trying to negotiate and do sneaky plans with him.
I still don't think that's gonna work either.
Even then, sure, talking him down might not work. It's very rarely worked. But I think escalating things to that degree will end terribly.
That's right. He's already, in my vision, he's already escalating by already going around different realms and literally killing gods and things like that nature. He's
Alright,
about to lock down this realm and kill
Practically
everyone
holding
in
souls
this.
hostage at this point.
alright,
Pretty much.
let me rephrase. If we fire a nuke at him, and he survives, every single person and city in this realm will be in immediate and ultimate danger. It's not the case
They already are.
No, let me finish. It's not that he isn't a danger already and that people aren't a danger of him already. From what you have told me, he's not doing this out of some sort of anger or some sort of feeling that he wants to destroy everyone. This is him trying to help people in his own twisted sense. He wants to do this because organics are illogical. They do things to their own detriment and they die. If we do this, that will change his psychology. If we make him angry, that will be the most dangerous thing we could do. Look at the results of just annoying him once.
It wasn't even me annoying him, it was him pretty much no-ballsing me into doing something dumb. I don't even think I annoyed him with what I did. He pretty much just kept telling me to do it. He wasn't even annoyed at the fact that I even tried it. He just let me do it.
He's been moving all
and
this
just told me
time.
not to do it.
Yeah, he played Mark then. That was the whole point. He knew
Yeah,
exactly what
okay.
he was doing.
That's what
I'm
you
done
get
with
when
being
you have
played,
this-
and I told him next time I see him, I'm going to kill him. There is no negotiations here. If I
Ale will just sigh, looking defeated. Fine.
Adel,
You've all made up
sorry,
your
but
mind.
we're not dealing with another person. We're dealing with a machine that doesn't care about lives.
Don't... Look,
By it
I've-
having a soul,
I understand that point. I understand that not all of you are willing to have that mindset that I have. I accept that. And I accept that you can't just talk your way out of anything. I've tried talking to every enemy that we've had and it's only worked once. I accept that. But what I can't accept is when we keep making reckless actions expecting it to work.
the case of we're running out of time. We're out of time at this point. We have to do something, or we just lose.
Yes, and if we make a reckless action, then we will lose. I heard you all and I understand. Speaking to him won't work. But sneaking into his place alone and dropping a bomb is not going to work either.
Oh, no, I never said sneaking in. I meant Obi said he could literally just go above his place and just drop a nuke on it.
I don't think that would work.
Oh, I really hate having to play the Nilo part here, but how do you know there's nobody in that city?
What?
I have to play the good cop here because Nilo isn't here and he'll get on to me if I don't.
No, we understood that part.
I mean,
There might...
he does have a point.
Oh my god,
I mean,
you're right.
presumably, if he's converting people into machines, there's only a limited amount of people he can do at one time. And if he's constantly doing this, that means he has to have prisoners.
You're right.
He's holding living people hostage too. Then.
So if he has prisoners, and we wipe that city off the face of the map, we're gonna kill who knows how many innocent people just to get rid of this one guy.
In which
I
case,
mean, multiversal threat.
do not even finish that sentence, Tom.
Handful of prisoners.
Don't worry about the multiverse. Worry about this one. This is the one you're in, stupid.
I mean, technically, I'm from
Tayton?
potentially many.
Do you live there? Right now.
Hey, first off, you don't know his first name's Tayton.
He does. She does. He said that was his name before. When he was pretending to be someone else, he mentioned that his first name was Tayton. And Adel saw through that.
But are you living there now?
Well, no, technically.
Then
Let's make out the person who's pretending to be me.
Then you need to worry about this place and not other places, okay? Live in the moment.
Yeah, that kind of almost got me OD'd and lost a kidney.
Almost. But you didn't. Because you lived in the moment, Obi says. In any case, if we end up killing hundreds or thousands of innocent people because of my actions, Nyla will not let me hear the end of it, and quite frankly, I don't want to put up with that again.
So barring it is out of the question. No more reckless actions.
So what?
We wait for this time stop to end, and then we put a plan into motion. A different
What plan, though?
Well, Devilish Donzo, do you have anything that helps against anti-magic?
Anti-magic? I mean, he says doing a so-so motion. It
What
depends
does that
on
mean?
how it's made. If it was made magically, you could just dispel it. If it's made through a machine, you gotta destroy the machine. Or strike it with lightning. Try to
Does it
over.
matter if it's magical lightning or regular lightning?
I mean, regular lightning's best, since magical lightning probably won't do, in the magical area.
So, dumb question. Is there such thing as anti-magic?
Sort of.
Because I know I've seen somebody casting a spell, and then one of our people will counter that spell and negate it, but then somebody else will counter that spell and negate that one. So maybe there's an anti-magic that can anti-magic the anti-magic and make magic work?
It's less that it's making anti-magic, and more you're just flooding it with more magic than it can anti.
We would need a lot of magic for that, though.
Yeah, quite a lot, actually.
Slow pan over to Obitus.
Like a sorcerer who's saved a universe before.
Wizard.
You're
Sorry.
one of the great hero peoples, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you have enough power to overload an anti-magic field and make it go kablooey.
There's no maybe about it.
Oh.
So you just can?
Yeah.
So
The perks of being deerish.
So that's
Hey, how does that work?
Paul.
Okay, so I can only talk to one of you at a time, so I'll talk to the tiefling first.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just saying
deerish.
problem solved. That's all.
I'm deerish, so I actually have way more magic than all of you. Probably combined.
Does Jubilee even know what Dirish is?
Yes, it would be very common knowledge. It's like someone
Yeah.
not knowing what the royal family in England is.
Fair enough. I just can't remember.
I mean, I don't know who the
Dirish
royal
or the other
family in
thing was
England
the
is.
unknown thing.
The only one I knew was Elizabeth.
That's good enough.
That's good enough.
And
You
now
s-
she's dead, so now I don't know any.
Still counts.
In any case, the long and the short of it, yes, I can get rid of it. Sort of.
Cool.
Temporarily, at least.
Temporarily.
How long do you think the temporary would be?
Obi just kind of shrugs to it and goes, if it's made by magic, I can get rid of it forever. If it's made by a machine, I'll be fighting that the entire time.
Huh.
And trust me, I've had to fight an anti-magic machine before, and it sucks.
Okay.
Would there be a way to locate the machine?
I mean, I don't know, he says, shrugging to this.
Well, I mean, like, if you had overloaded it, you could probably tell, like, where its origin would be then or something. I don't know.
If they're made as good as Waverly's, no.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that people on this plane know who she is.
I'm not from this plane.
I know. Other people said it, though.
They're
Most of the
probably not
people
from
that
this plane
mentioned it.
either.
Yeah.
Huh.
In any case...
What
I'm thinking is, if we could get something like a lightning rod or something jammed into whatever machine it is.
The issue is that we don't know what the machine looks like and we wouldn't know where it is.
Which is why I was hoping if someone could overload it, they could also then pinpoint where the origin is when it goes back up.
Not an option, it
But
seems.
that's not how that works, unfortunately.
But look, there are three problems that we have before we can even think of dealing with Supreme. The anti-magic field, which we have a solution for, his army, and the hunters.
Well, his hunters wouldn't, and his army would be the same problem if we went head on.
Unless we deal with the hunters first, which means we need to draw them out. And for the army, I have an idea for that. Two, actually.
Mark, did you see how far along his machine was?
The realm lock machine?
Yeah, how far along is it?
When I asked him, he said it was close to being done, so he said
And
9
then
days
this
to work
happened.
on it. Then he was able to work on it, then he's probably either done with it by now, or I'm not sure.
We're extremely close. Extremely close to being done is the best case scenario.
So I'm
We
gonna
might
take
be all
care of
locked
that
in
thing.
here.
Yeah, so I'm
So-
gonna take care of that thing. If it's realm travel, anything that could push us, make us pass through realms into here could also be locked down. Which means that
We could
would
be
your
stuck in
card
here.
still work?
I've already told you, it's a 50-50 shot.
True.
Which it also means there might be a 50-50 shot we're all trapped in here now.
No, you're
We'll
not.
be fine. But look, here's not you, D. Look, right now, if that machine does indeed work, which it most likely will, we can just use that to our advantage. There are a bunch of things at the minute whose main danger is that they affect the realm as a whole. With the machine, they cannot touch it. Think about it. We can collect X's medallions without worrying about X interfering directly. We can deal with the cults who will be weaker because they do not have the powers of their gods in such strength. While we deal with these, the hunters will be trailing after us. We use this to lure them out while solving those issues, and once we deal with all three, we can return to either here or another kingdom which is allied with us. Zardax, for example. We get an army. Obitus. There are countless legends of you making a stupid amount of undead. You can do that as well. We
I have a bag of holding that has a lot in there.
Done deal, then. Then we only need to go to one of those countries, or both if we want to, if we're not confident enough. We gain an army, we get them all together, then we go after Supreme. We go with a front assault, or another strategic plan if the generals have any ideas. We deal with Supreme, and then we shut off the machine. And we save any hostages that might be in there.
So we've now progress to full-scale warfare.
Weren't we planning on doing that with Zardak?
It's not even full scale warfare. It's just us, everyone against one guy.
And then, of course, we can't forget about Hunter Alpha.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say whenever we do end up getting into fights that these hunters won't just try to swoop in?
If that were the case, they would have done so when we were fighting against the cult.
I mean, worst case scenario, we could just sit outside the anti-magic bubble and Mark can just take pot shots at the place until something happens.
That would be reckless.
It would be extremely reckless, but I'm not against it.
I don't think we should.
Of course you're not.
I don't think
if
that.
if the gun isn't magical and he's not actually next to me to gate it, then I could just get free shots at his kingdom.
Overly
Or at his
relying
castle.
on that weapon is what got us in this situation to begin with.
Yeah, but you've seen what it actually can do.
Yes.
And also, it doesn't
Yeah, I
even
really
think
wish we
that-
could just get at that anti-magic machine.
Also, he doesn't even want to take it because of his threat. He wants to refine it and use it. He pretty much wants to be able to predict what effects are going to happen with it.
He hates things that are completely illogical.
Hey, quick question. Does anyone, Mark, you probably know. Do you know how, Supreme's, machines are powered?
How machines are powered?
How his machines are powered?
Souls.
From what I... What'd you say, Lee?
You do not know specifically.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't know specifically, but you obviously would probably need some type of way to energize it.
Yeah. My thought process, and, correct me if I'm wrong, but, I've seen a lot of things powered by, lightning and shit. And if that's the case for Supreme stuff as well, like not his, robots, but, his actual machines, then we do have a way of, overloading them a little.
Too bad we don't have some Solaria tech. Something with steam power would probably help. Get, like a siege machine or something.
That's what you could ask Tempest for.
Wait, for what?
A Solarian siege machine.
I feel like that would be a lot of work.
It would definitely be something that you wouldn't see coming, though. That's for sure.
I wouldn't say that, but I think it would be effective nonetheless.
Let's put that on the list of things we can use once we can go in. It's not a full plan, but it might be an item to set a plan.
I mean, true.
Why does this have to be so frustrating?
That's just the world we
Stupid
live in,
logical
Joe.
machine.
But I do think things are.
Why can't we just outsmart his logic or something?
If we're that easy, he wouldn't be that much of a threat.
I wish I could just run in hammer swinging.
I wish I could just walk in and have a conversation with him.
Yeah. Fuck.
Don't
Well,
look
just-
at me, I can't really do jack other than seduce, and I don't think that's gonna work.
That'd be funny if it did.
But still, we have a plan.
Oh, some makings of a plan.
we're already here. All we have to do is wait for this time stuff to be over with, and then we can get started.
Yeah.
So, Ada will just take a seat.
Mark said that Supreme is also frozen, right?
Not frozen. Probably
He's
not
probably
frozen.
moving.
What Ovidus said.
Great.
On the bright side, Rashi might be, who am I kidding? Oh, but since you didn't happen to...
That gives me an idea.
He's more powerful than a time stop. He could still be moving.
Rashi did freeze
You
time.
just gave me an idea.
What's your idea, Jubilee?
Roll Rashi.
What about Rashi?
That would everything being turned on mechanical would definitely put him on a bad mood.
Are you suggesting we team up with Rashi?
I'm suggesting we maybe just give him a little information and let his hot-headedness take over.
That could work.
Yeah, all we do is just let slip, quote-unquote, some information about a mechanical being who wants to do wrong by his kind. Or his ideals.
Hopefully he'll care, but if he does... But then...
It would disrupt his goals.
But then what would stop him from fighting our forces if they're there too?
Oh no, I'm saying possibly to like maybe like again, Rashi's not the most logical person, so he might just go straight for it before we even go anywhere near there. It would keep Supreme pretty occupied, and having more on his plate might actually affect his ability to protect us.
What makes you think that?
Do you think his hate for them is stronger than us?
And don't go
Not really so much his hate for us, but rather if he has a immediate threat, it's going to be hard to focus on us while we do our thing with the ambulance and gain help.
I don't think Rashi sees us as his primary threat, otherwise he would have been after us already. And don't go underestimating how
talking about
smart he is.
Rashi to see. I'm talking about Rashi seeing Supreme as as a big threat. And then while Supreme's busy dealing with Rashi, doing whatever he's going to do, we can just do our thing. I'm talking about a plan to kind of supplement other plans.
I am agreeing with
kind of keep them busy while we work on something.
I am agreeing with you. I'm just telling you to not underestimate how intelligent Rashi is.
No. Again, we're not lying to him. And this is not an insult on his intelligence.
Alright.
It's more knowing that Rashi's more of a Russian more than me and us.
Alright. Devilish D?
Yeah, what's up?
How's the map that I asked for that would let me know the location of the puppeteer going?
Badly.
Badly?
Yeah. But I'll finish it, don't worry.
Can you do the same for Rashi?
I can tell you he's somewhere east of y'all.
Ada will open up her map.
Looks at map.
It's the map.
It's the map.
To the map.
So somewhere east of here,
somewhere
in this general area.
Somewhere in this area.
Can you give us some more specific...
Hopefully not over here.
Can you give us a more specific location?
Not really, no.
So not on anything that's marked?
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Once you get close enough to him, you'll know, okay?
How close enough is close enough?
You'll know.
I mean, if we're here now and he's frozen, you could scry him.
Alright, Ada will scry him.
Is it true?
Alright, so we're probably gonna have to save that one for next time, for multiple reasons. One, I have to go home so that I can go to bed to wake up at 6 in the morning, and two, I don't have that map ready, so.
All right, and I've got to go to bed anyway too.
Go to bed.
So next time, if you all remember, the first thing we'll be doing is scrying Rashi.
Man. How did things turn out this way?
I shot a gun. every time.
The source of all of our problems. Mark
It's
shot a
a
gun.
Why?
I left a physical note on the chat.
Why do you keep shooting that damn thing?
It's the best weapon I've ever had playing D&D, so I'm gonna use it.
When all your problems look, when you have a hammer, all your problems look like nails.
What?
It's like
Why
the
do you?
deck, It's like the deck of all things, except it's magical.
Why do you
And a
keep?
gun.
Why do you keep using it? Because our DM literally gave me chaos on a stick. How can I not use this?
I'm not on a stick.
Why do you keep using that funny gun dagger go pew pew pew?
All right. I do have to go though, so
Go back.
I will see you all later. And now that it has been noted for what to do next week, we shall start from there.
Alright.
Yeah, alright.
See ya.
That's fun.
Later.
Later.
If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you stick around to see more of what I make. Be seeing ya.